Welcome, weary travelers, to another thrilling episode of Arcanarama. I'm Cameron Holt. I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'm joined, as always, by the seafaring Arcana crew. Give them a yar, Arcanarama!
Yar!
Arcanarama.
Yar,
Arcanarama.
I just heard the first. Let's get it
Shut
clean.
it down and come back.
Yeah, for the edit, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
get it
get it clean.
Give them a yar, Arcanarama.
Yar!
Arcanarama.
Perfect.
Hell
Doesn't really
yeah.
fall into the brand guideline, but sure.
Before we hop into tonight's game, we have a couple of announcements to get through. So first, I'm going to throw it over to Taylor to tell you a little bit about our sponsor, the Gilded Rogue.
Hi, it's me, Taylor. I'm wearing a shirt from the Gilded Rogue, and you could too.
So am I.
So am I.
We all are.
We're all wearing shirts from the Gilded Rogue, and look at them. They cover the body. I am less cold.
You came out naked.
I was so and you guys kept saying put on something, and and the only thing I could think of was the quality products at the Gilded Rogue.
He was between this and just duct tape on the net.
I'm wearing a shirt on my lower body too. It's super wild. There's a hole where I have my legs to the arm sleeves. You can go to the Gilded Rogue now by going to our About section, but don't, because you're watching a quality show.
You can open a new tab, though, if you want to.
Yeah, open another tab, and then keep reopening it. And you could buy things there, like shirt and coffee mug and pillow. And when you buy things, they plant a tree. For everything you purchase, they plant a tree in another part of the world, and that tree is medicine and salves and oxygen and habitats and soil
It's all kinds.
absorber. And you get to learn all about it, and it'll be your pen pal. So go to thegildedrogue.com and buy a forest of merch.
The tree will not actually be your pen pal.
You could write the tree.
Yeah, nobody can fuck this stuff.
One-way
fair,
pen
I
pals.
I need to know exactly where this tree is.
Thank you for telling us about the Gilded Rogue, Taylor. Now I'm going to throw it over to Sam to tell us about our other sponsor, More Fun Comics and Games.
Hi there. I'm here to tell you about More Fun Comics and Games. They're our local comic book store. They've done us the great favor of sponsoring us and giving us these minis to give to you. This one is the Wild Beyond the Witchlight pack. It's a bunch of mystery minis. There can be big things. There can be small things. I'm not hearing anything move in here, so I think it's probably big.
Probably big things.
But you get 4 things no matter how big any of them are. So Cameron will tell you how to enter later.
I will.
And then you should. But they're really great. They do have a website. They are on social media, so go check them out. It helps us a lot. It helps them a lot. They are a small mom and pop shop, so it's definitely worth checking out. Back to Cameron.
Hell yeah, thanks.
I gave them a little smooch.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it over to Kitty now to tell you a little bit about our Patreon.
Hey, just a little bit about our Patreon. We just recently launched a Patreon, and you can find that and all of the other things we've mentioned so far in the About section. So if you want to support us and you want some extra fun bonus content, go do that, and we'll be so happy. We'll cry. Thanks.
I'm crying already.
Yeah.
I cry every time.
We're all crying.
I can roll it into my weekly cry.
Yeah. Extra 5 minutes.
Very, schedule-minded.
Yeah,
kind of line things up.
Every Sunday at 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
It's like an hour after the stream. just really let it out until about 4.
Well, we have one more sponsor this evening.
Who is it?
It's me! It's Fable Fire Dice. Our second giveaway of the evening is this beautiful set, the Bronze Caverns dice from Fable Fire. I made them. They're pretty. You can have them, maybe, if you stay tuned and learn how. Also, official announcement now to the public that I've restocked my shop. The Fable Fire Etsy shop has 10 sets of dice in it. So if you want some dice and you don't feel like leaving it up to chance, then you can head over through the link in our About section, I think, and see what we've got to offer. They are all gorgeous, and I love them all. So check them out. And if you want some, you can have them if you pay for them.
You can shop for them.
Yeah.
Throw it over to Kitty to tell us about currency. How does that work?
Okay.
What is
so
Who did that? Why?
This is
Nah,
gonna
it's
be
time
the
for a
rest
vibe
of the 4 hours.
check. You can roll a vibe check
Oh, right.
right along with us by typing exclamation vibe check in the chat. And the lovely Arcanarama bot will tell you what you rolled. And I might read some of those in a second. But first, hey, I missed my dice tray from 2 inches away, but I rolled a 19.
17.
18.
Throw Robbie's in the chat. He made a new system for the vibe checks.
Yeah.
They are
Well.
completely random. Yeah, I don't even want to tell you how they work. It's magic, so do it.
Well, there's
yeah.
so many things.
Let's read a few. Let's look at them. Wee Firm got a 5. Wee Firm's hands are replaced with skeletal versions of themselves for 1 minute. They function identically to their normal hands.
Yeah.
Gwyd the DM rolled a 13. Gwyd the DM was invited to prom by a priest.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. Nothing's gonna happen.
That's my favorite one so far, and it's gonna be hard to top.
I don't know. There's
This one's
one here
interesting.
that I like a lot.
Yeah, this one's interesting. Nita Yilva rolled an 18 and was mortally wounded by a vulture.
Oh, really?
It's been a high DC vulture.
Also, like putting in work before, like you should be mortally wounded and then a vulture.
Safari Fred rolled a 7. Adult black dragons polymorph Safari Fred into a quasit.
What is that?
I think it's a fiend.
They're
Oh.
little guys.
I could be wrong.
I gotcha.
I'll look it up later. Rostone 66 rolled a 15. Rostone had a rad dream where they're like a pirate but in space and they steal a bunch of moon rocks or something. Fuck yeah, dude.
This is good.
It should be noted that fuck yeah, dude is included. In the text. Butterfly 425 rolled an 11. Kraken went in for a hug after running into Butterfly 425, but Butterfly went in for a handshake. Kraken takes 7 points of psychic damage.
We might have to add a stream to this week where people just vibe check.
Yeah.
We're just vibing.
And lastly, Hellbell 666 was invited to a birthday party by a specter.
Oh no.
Ghost party.
Let us know if you're going, I guess.
Yeah.
RSVP in the chat.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing +1s. I think they're doing -1s.
Hell yeah. Well, with the announcements with the announcements out of the way, let's continue the voyage and see what awaits in the fabled land of Grimdahl in tonight's episode of Arcanarama. Previously on Arcanarama. The legend of the Mistwalkers grows as word of the group's heroism in liberating Chilrun begins to spread across Windfell. In the 3 months following the fall of the Pontifex, the party was instrumental in efforts to repair the damaged city walls and buildings, as well as instating a democratically elected council of representatives to rule over the city in place of the Fairfather's Temple. Cholula purchased and refurbished a tavern within the city, but has yet to settle on a name. Working together with Genevieve, the Mistwalkers commissioned the construction of their own keep outside the city walls of Chilrun, an area now warmed by the relocation and proper treatment of the heart of Breldok Paleroar from the city's sewers. While planning their trek southward to Grimdahl in order to find Cholula's brothers in Borka, Silas learned of the Children of the Mist, a small cult that's been growing in Chilrun after a woman named Sybil Terswind had a religious experience when seeing the Mistwalkers offering up the head of the Pontifex to the invading frost giants, ending their incursion. Ultimately recognizing this as a problem, the Mistwalkers left the situation in the capable hands of Genevieve and the new captain of the Chilrun City Watch, Tronda Ironcrown. Having said their goodbyes, the Mistwalkers set out to Port Dampier, where they purchased passage as cargo aboard my ship, the Squall Rider. In our travels, we were accosted by a group of would-be pirates who attempted to commandeer my vessel. Thanks to the quick reactions and powerfully capable Mistwalkers, the invaders were dispatched before too much damage could be done. What damages have yet to be assessed aboard the Squall Rider? Will we make it safely to Verfolgenshire and Grimdahl? What mysteries await in the new and mysterious land? Find out in the next episode of Arcanarama. Welcome back. We pick up right where we left off as you all stand aboard the deck of the Squall Rider with Cedric and Captain Ark, surrounded by the bodies of several dead members of the Order of the Black Rain. As the captain drinks the healing potion given to him by Cholula, what are the rest of you doing?
I would like to search some of these little enemies.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
That was fun. Right? I mean, it wasn't for a bit, and then it was a lot of fun.
Fun is definitely a word you could use for that.
Yes, I'd say you have a very interesting definition. 15, you said? Looking around, you find the equivalent of about 12 gold pieces in silver and copper. And yeah, a couple of kind of, not like rusted, but not super well kept weapons. Like they've definitely don't seem to have been magical in any way. They've been affected by the sea, for sure.
Okay.
Can I also check them out? I'm looking for like orders.
Yeah, anybody who would like to make an investigation check is more than welcome. As Captain Ark calls out to Cedric to bring up the other sailors from below decks who were hiding themselves away there to come and assess the damage and take a look around, see who all has fallen.
Can I grab one of the masks off of them also?
Natural one?
Natural 20.
Oh, that's
two
way
X.
different.
That's very
So much
different.
different.
It's kind of the same.
It's a big deal either way.
Alma,
Statistically,
you find additionally another 15 gold pieces in silver and things, as well as in one of the Black Rain members' pockets there's a strange amount of ash inside. You can go ahead and make either an Arcana check or an Insight check if you would like.
Let's see. I'm gonna go insight.
I'll start helping the crew like, carry anyone to the
Absolutely.
infirmary or anything.
Can I collect one of the Black Rain masks?
Yes, the one you initially go to take the one from the guy who used it on his own face.
That's all grody.
It does not come off.
Oh, okay.
It is embedded. But they all had one, so you do find up to 6 others if you'd like.
27.
27 insight. You can deduce that there may have been some kind of note or orders in the pocket of this particular member, but there was some sort of contingency set in place for the note to destroy itself should the holder die or be compromised. Which, pretty par for the course for this group at this point. They seem pretty secretive when it comes to information they're willing to give out.
Is this any kind of behavior that the Harpers would have shared?
Yeah, probably from time to time. It's, standard protocol to, if you get caught, not have any evidence that you are a spy.
Right.
I don't have it anymore since the level up, but would mending have worked on that?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I got rid of it then. Fuck that.
Yeah, because a paper that has burned has changed states. It's not like it tore itself up. If it were like shredded into little pieces, then potentially.
Okay.
What is this? Science clay?
What is this?
Yeah. It is actually.
Yeah, I'm
Your
just
reports
gonna-
are due in 30 minutes.
Oh no, I didn't study. Yeah, I'm just
not wearing
gonna
pants.
like wipe my hands off.
I'm wearing a shirt.
2 shirts. Yeah, you wipe your hands off. Captain Ark begins calling out orders to his remaining crewmen to, once you guys have kind of like sufficiently gone through and taken whatever it is that you want to take off of these bodies, to toss them overboard, to get them off the ship and not have to deal with it, really.
Was there any screaming from the living fellow or were we moving too quickly? I've just abandoned someone in the ocean, obviously.
Over the sounds of the crashing waves, no.
Okay. I didn't know how choppy we were.
He's gone.
It's pretty choppy seas at this point. Not quite a squall, not even like raining or storming really, but it is choppy seas.
Shoot. What was the name of that sailor that we'd mostly been communicating with?
Cedric Donnell.
Cedric. Is he around?
Yeah.
It was-
He's hefting up one of the bodies with of the tiefling figure with another crewmate and just kind of like doing a 1, 2, 3 swing and then tossing them over the edge.
Yeah.
Kind of where the gangplank would be set up in port.
I'm gonna approach them as they're doing that. Is this kind of thing standard practice for you guys, or?
From time to time. I mean, these guys seemed a little more beefy than most pirates that we put up with, but I mean, yeah, common on the seas, especially as a cargo vessel. People want to turn you over, see what you got in the belly.
Right. Well, those.
Have you ever seen those masks before?
No, not me personally. I've never seen anything like that.
Okay.
Why, you guys deal with this from time to time? I imagine it's as common as like running into bandits on the road.
No.
Slightly less. Maybe.
Yeah, statistically, that's something that would happen, but particularly this group, we've had run-ins with before.
Not on the sea.
Not on the sea. That's new for them. The masks.
In
also.
fairness, we don't do the sea
No.
often.
But when we are on the sea,
Actually,
we don't have to go into detail. But do you think it would behoove us to know what is in the hold? We don't have to go down there. We don't have to touch it. But for protection's sake,
You'd have to ask the captain about that. It's above my pay grade.
could we have audience with him whenever everything when we
Yeah,
assess
sure.
the
I mean,
damage and everything?
he's still at the helm if you want to go have a chat.
I figured we could let things cool down, or did you guys want to?
I mean, this is probably one of those rip the band-aid off situations.
We did just sort of protect him for a little while, so.
That's true.
Okay, yeah.
At this point, a voice calls out from the helm. You're all kind of still on deck. Attention, all aboard. Crew and passengers. We are now down 5 crewmen after the attack. Those of you who aren't savvy on sailing had better become so, and fast. And if a squall should erupt, Sun Sovereign, guide us. We've set the bodies overboard. I assume we've taken anything of merit from them?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Well, all hands on deck.
Yeah,
So-
let's talk.
Don't worry, I got. If you guys need to go have a conversation, or like if you're curious about anything, I'll give you the low. And Cedric starts like giving you the lowdown on like how different parts of the ship. Silas, you already know most of this, and are kind of helping out with translating terms that may not be as familiar to Cholula and Alma with them. And yeah, you guys are welcome to go and have audience with the captain if you would like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be making myself available for ships moving on, so we might as well have this conversation now.
Right.
Miss Walkers?
Captain Ark. Sorry about everything that
These things happen.
happened. Do they happen often?
Maybe every 2 or 3 voyages.
Is there something in particular you've got in your cargo that they would have been after?
Potentially. We are carrying a number of shipments from the Order of Heralds, so there's no telling what they contain. But we know that they like to keep that on the down low. Oftentimes, we are not informed of what types of items might be down there. We are just told that it is precious cargo, and, it comes with the territory. Sometimes there might be someone after something down there. Or, sometimes just run-of-the-mill pirates see another ship on the seas and wonder what it's got on.
These aren't run-of-the-mill pirates, are they?
I wouldn't imagine so, based off of that happening at the end there.
And
It seems like you know more about them than I do.
Right, we were just wondering
Only
your familiarity. Do you assign the guard for the cargo hold, or is it
It rotates.
between the heralds and yourself?
Oh, no, it is my crew.
Okay.
Right. And you're
That's my
not
thinking.
suspicious of any of the members of your crew?
No, I've been sailing with most of these men for a minimum of 5 years, upwards of 20, so
That's good. Sorry, just for the questioning, we just want to know what we're getting into.
understandable. Very jarring talking to Captain Ark as he has this very long beak, and his words are very like short and clipped, and there's almost like a clapping sound every time his mouth closes,
Oh,
his beak closes.
Yeah,
I should
there
say.
would be. Is there anybody you've worked with from the Heralds that you would suspect could be leaking information?
From the Heralds itself,
Right.
I doubt it heavily.
But if even you don't know what could be in the cargo hold, then the only people who would be among the Order of Heralds, right?
I mean,
That's
there could
true.
also be people that just know that this is a cargo ship and they are after whatever they can get.
Of course.
That's
that
true.
was going to be my next point exactly, is they might just know that we were carrying something from the heralds, and we're looking to turn it over and rummage through it.
Is that public information?
It's not private information. We did have to be sanctioned to carry this
The
cargo.
thing is odd is, while that's all well and good, we did find the remnants of orders on one of them, which wouldn't be the case if they were just looking for any ship that had cargo.
Right.
Right.
So orders seem a little bit more pointed.
Did any of you happen to see what vessel they approached on?
Something with
There
fellas.
was one small.
A skiv, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Like a lifeboat.
I noticed that there was an empty boat sort of going by.
You guys would recall, it was a longboat.
A
Yeah.
long
like a
boat.
So many
single-
names for the little ones.
Yeah, it was like
Stupid.
it was like a single-sailed vessel for holding like 8 to 11 people.
It's like short.
Yeah.
They'll do like a big base ship, and then those will go out and do like the actual fishing stuff.
I noticed one
Interesting.
an empty going by right as the first attack happened.
Right, that's odd. A longboat on the open sea like this, especially the Sea of Squalls, is basically a death sentence. So there's either a larger ship nearby that they launched from, or perhaps more likely, they set sail from Grimdahl. I don't think that they would have followed us on a longboat all the way from Port Dampier, or even potentially, cutting out from Hillslip and intercepting us. That seems unlikely to me.
It's dark currently.
Yes.
It's nighttime. Is it allowed to go up to the thing up top?
The crow's nest.
Right.
Certainly, just try to be careful.
Sure. I'm not really weird about heights.
Okay.
Does anybody have a
Spyglass.
right?
I happen to have a spare. Yeah.
Could I borrow it?
You might borrow it.
Thank you.
He hands over a little collapsible spyglass to you.
And look for torchlights.
I'm gonna head up to the crow's nest and see if I can't find another, like a larger ship or even
just
smaller
climbing?
longboats. Yeah, I don't need to show off right now.
We'll see about that. Make an athletics check.
No, but there's ladders.
There's ropes.
Fuck.
Oh, they don't have like python pegs or anything leading up?
No, there's rigging.
14.
14 is enough. Yeah.
Thank you.
You managed to make your way up to the crow's nest. Now go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
Actually, straight perception check, because even with dark vision, it is now dark, and you're not like near a city. You're on the open ocean. So this will be a straight roll.
Um, 15?
15. You manage to make out the longboat itself that they approached on in the distance, just as it's being swallowed by a rogue wave. And then you see like the mast just kind of like slowly sinking into the ocean, being just like kind of carried around as it goes under. But you don't see a larger ship or anything of that nature.
Do you
Is
remember
there-
what angle they came in on?
Is there somebody currently working up here?
No, not currently.
There's nobody in the crow's nest?
Not right now.
I mean, I imagine it would have been like going behind since we were moving forward and it was just kind of floating there. I mean, unless the sail was still up and it was being pulled the same direction we were going. Hey, can you not, please? Thank you.
Yeah,
Don't
I
mess
mean,
up
you get
my
the sense that
rolls.
for the sake of stealth, they didn't like pull up alongside you and then like pull up the sails and get everything like they like pulled up alongside you and like fastened themselves to your ship in some way,
Right.
climbed aboard, and then it just went off and did its own thing.
Yeah, I was asking what angle, if they came in,
Like from a direction
Yeah.
or if we just kind of passed.
Did they-
when you
did they
saw it, it
catch
was kind
up
of
to
drifting. So you were kind of like side by side when you noticed it, and it was drifting away as you continued forward. But
well, we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled then. Peeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna shimmy back down.
okay, you do so. I won't make you roll for that.
Thank you, because the answer will just be then I fly about it if I fail.
Is there anything else in particular that you guys get up to that evening?
Do you think any of us should stay up and try to help keep watch?
I was going to see about finding myself a position that has been freed up as of late. The best I can help. All of the sailors kind of seem to be on edge about these storms.
Right. I'm probably not especially good at anything else, but I could stay up in the crow's nest. There's nobody there right now. So if anybody is following us, we'd never know.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Unless you think there's something I could be useful for.
take shifts, and we can just find where we're the most useful on
Sure.
whatever shift.
Yes, I think none of us will be very useful if we don't get any rest.
Okay.
We can take.
We could run it by the captain, of course.
Sure.
Things of that nature.
You approach the captain again.
Yeah, I guess we would just ask if.
Deduce anything else?
No, we were just going to see about seeing that you're down crew, that we could take shifts on our rest and kind of maybe offer our hands.
Of course.
In the best way that we can.
Absolutely. I'd expect it.
I've got my sea legs, but these two are a great watch and
Right.
dangerous.
Cedric's on night shift this evening anyway, so we'll have him accompany each of you and show you the ropes, as it were.
Sure.
All right.
Oh, that's where this comes from.
Yes, nautical terms. They're all over the
You forget,
place.
you know,
in
been a
modern
city boy
diction.
for so long.
You know, it's funny that you say. And he just like goes off on a whole tirade that nobody cares about.
I mean, come on.
That Silas is it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is pure dad energy here.
Yeah.
Puts his hands on his hips. Yeah, of course.
So what model is this?
Like what you did right here, though.
You tie these ropes.
Yeah,
Nice,
fascinating.
nice and strong.
Good stuff.
And as you rest for the evening, we have 3 more days of travel.
Ooh.
And I need
Right
someone to roll a d20.
I think I was the last D20. If
Could
I'm not
have voted.
mistaken.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. Or we can roll for it.
Oh.
If you guys want to do rollies to see who gets to roll, then
It's extra fate.
We'll
Just roll.
self-regulate.
Just roll. Yeah.
yeah. Or if you want to go by our fate rolls.
8.
8.
Nice.
Right.
The next day, the sun rises and there's no visual on approaching ships or anyone kind of getting into your business. And yeah, you guys have a couple of days of downtime. If there's anything that you're working on in your little bubble trees.
I have completed one. I'm trying to come up with a new one.
Yeah, I don't have anything at this time.
Okay.
I feel like
I think mostly I'm gonna follow people around and try to figure out how to be useful.
Excellent.
How would I, moving forward with this bubble tree, how would I improve my charisma? What do you think would be like?
I mean, we could go Sims rules and
I have to talk
just
to
like talk to
people.
yourself in a mirror
Party,
for a little
money,
bit. Like
hat.
you could like you could start out. You could start out by talking to yourself in a mirror.
I've done a lot of that.
Yeah, which isn't that crazy of a thing for Silas to do because he spent a long time talking to a shadow before it could talk back to him.
Yeah, I talk to myself all the time.
So we could start there, and then eventually,
Work his way up
Having
to
conversations
handing
with
somebody a
people.
gift that they had behind their back.
yeah.
And changing my diamond color.
Uh-huh.
It has a name.
Your plum bob.
Plum Bob, that's what it is. Yeah, that's gonna be the tree. What's my challenge
So
for it?
let's see. If you're wanting to start off with the mirror, go ahead and make persuasion check. Your first check will be DC. What is your charisma at currently, actually?
11 big number.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We'll start at DC 10. And yeah, this will be a persuasion check as you try and persuade yourself to be more likable, more personable.
Yeah.
I'm torn between continuing to get swole or
14.
having Alma
160.
teach me Elvish.
Ooh.
I'm pretty good at Elvish.
Yeah. New language, new bones.
New bones.
I don't know if that's how it works. I love how Silas canonically has, like, so into dwarven culture, married an elf. Didn't even try that shit. I didn't even realize.
That sounds like a lot of husbands out there in the world.
Ooh.
She's into the elven stuff.
She's into the elven stuff. Wow.
Silas.
He's a dumbass.
Working on that charisma.
Yeah. Maybe he did know elven, and then that's just all gone. Just wiped that away.
That's the part that never came back.
Yeah.
Well,
And you hag.
it seems like a language that probably
says it
has
in
a
the
lot of
mirror.
conjugation and it's probably a lot like English where it's like, yeah, there's rules, but sometimes those rules don't apply, but there's no rule about when it doesn't.
Per his
Apply.
backstory, wasn't there like mines involved? So like I imagine Dwarven was first. And trying to learn Elven after Dwarven has to be like
No, you should learn
Russian
Elven
to
first.
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's a whole different alphabet.
Anyway, yeah, I could help you if you wanted to learn Elvish.
Excellent. So, let's see. Let's make your starting DC for this is also going to be 10.
Okay.
And we'll have you make. We'll start out with insight checks.
Okay.
Nothing? Yeah, we'll have you start with insight checks.
Okay.
And you can make the first one with advantage because Alma's helping you.
Yay!
Very good. Even better.
Much better. That is a 21.
21. Nice. That's one success. You learn a couple of elven words. You discover that the word sore actually means wind.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Right. That's why it's Sora Sambre,
Sambre means room. You learn that one too pretty
wind
quick.
room. There's a lot of things about elven culture that are great, and then there's a lot of them that seem redundant and stupid, and we have to accept the good and the bad.
On the second day of travel, 2 days out from Grimdahl itself, a horrendous storm kicks up
Good.
and tosses the ship about like it's nothing. It's time for a skill challenge. You guys are looking for 3 successes before 4 failures. A natural 1 fails twice, a natural 20 succeeds twice. On 4 failures, something happens. The DCs increase in severity with each check, so if you're nervous about what you could do to help in this situation, it's better to get in early than to wait until the end. So,
Does vehicle proficiency, water vehicle proficiency help in this at all?
potentially it could.
Okay.
So, we're gonna go in order of our vibe checks this morning.
Okay.
I'll let you guys, actually I'll let Sam decide. You rolled the highest on your vibe check. Do you wanna go first or do you wanna go in reverse order?
No, I do not. I need a bit.
Okay,
I need a moment.
Cholula, you are up first.
Okay.
What would you like to do to aid the crew as the ship is being tossed about by the storm?
I guess I'm gonna help them grab all the rope things to rein in the sails so that they're not just blowing us all around.
Okay, absolutely. Make an athletics check.
Okay. 7.
All right, that is 1 failure. The wind seems to suddenly shift direction, then again and then again, and water splashes against the side of the ship, momentarily spilling over the decks before washing over the sides, taking a few crates with it that hadn't been battened down yet. Silas, you're up next.
About the same as Cholula, but also like helping relay orders, like the third call. So like they're all audible. So like captain first, and then I would get like moving the orders along.
Interesting. Make a persuasion check.
Neat. We've all learned that that's 0.
He's been working on it, maybe feeling confident with that first success.
12.
12 is another fail.
Neat.
Cresting over the
I
top.
meant toast. I misheard him.
It's more that you can't, the wind is so violent that people are having a hard time hearing you. Cresting over the top of a massive wave, you swear the ship is momentarily airborne before crashing back down against the ocean. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Do not roll a 1.
ADV.
Why? Because you're a barbarian. Danger sense.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
22.
22 succeeds.
12.
12 succeeds.
No, that one's cocked.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
12 fails.
Good.
You're just knocked prone.
Great.
22.
22 succeeds.
13, 9, yeah.
Yeah, as the ship crashes back down, and there's a moment of that first instance when an elevator starts going down, and you feel the slight lift, and then your body kind of settles and catches up to gravity. Except it's more intense than that. You swear you feel your feet lifting off of the deck for a moment. Silas and Cholula, you both managed to kind of catch yourselves along the railing or whatever rigging that you were holding. Alma, you were not near anything to brace yourself and just kind of are lifted and fall and faceplant. That brings us to Alma. We are 0 successes and 2 failures in. A natural 1 could be very bad in this situation.
Yeah, so during these skill challenges, we have our action, correct?
Yeah, you basically just tell me a thing that you want to do to help.
Okay.
And then I decide a roll that makes sense with that action.
Can I possibly summon Bodan, who is much stronger than I am,
Yeah.
to help with pulling on rope? You know, the things they do with the ship and the
you do
sails
on a
and the stuff.
boat.
Things you do on a boat. He can help tighten ropes and possibly keep people secure to the boat.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Go ahead and make an athletics check using Bodan's stats.
Thank God. Son of a bitch. There's no way. 6.
6. That wasn't a 1, was it?
No, it was a 3 plus 3.
That's our 3rd failure. 1 more failure. And that's bad news bears.
Oh, good.
The razor-like winds shred and tear at the Squall Rider's sails. You swear that you see the main mast beginning to bow as you hear the cracking and creaking and snapping of wood fibers within it. I need all of you to make a strength saving throw.
No.
12.
12,
16?
16, not bad.
28.
28.
Holy shit!
19, 9? Yeah, 28.
All of you managed to hold yourselves aloft. There's a moment, Cholula, where you are kind of lifted and you can almost feel yourself going overboard, but you grip into the railing of the ship and it turns back and the wind changes direction just at the right time to kind of push you back onto the deck. At the same time, the bowsprit, which is the long stick part at the front of the ship, breaks off and flies backwards and is hurtling across the ship. You all manage to duck down just in time before it hits any of you and breaks in half on the main mast and disappears into the storm behind you. That's going to bring us back to Cholula's turn.
I think since she's having too much trouble pulling on the ropes, she'll let the stronger ones do that, and I'm going to start tying knots.
Okay. Because this could potentially be our 4th failure, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that the DC for this check is 18. And we're going to pull out our friend.
Oh, good. We love
You
her.
said you were going to be retying knots, correct?
Tie knots.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, because I have expertise and sleight of hand, I cannot roll less than a 25.
Oh, dope. Well, let's roll anyway just to see if you get a 1.
Okay.
Because a natural 1 is a natural 1.
Don't get a 1.
That's a natural 19.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 1, and I was going to shit my pants.
Don't.
Live on stream.
Hi.
Can't prove we haven't done it before.
That, however, is your first success.
Good.
I know how to tie knots.
Yeah, and as you can now hear Silas calling out and telling you kind of the status of the ship coming from the captain, you know exactly what needs to be tied down and what is basically just extra, shit that's in the way at this point. So you're tying down what's important, and some things you're actually like tossing overboard. Excellent. That is going to bring us back to Silas, and I will let you know once again, because this is potentially our 4th failure. The DC on this is 20.
I'm gonna lie to the storm.
Just tell everyone that everything's totally fine and we've got this.
I'm going to.
I call the Stormlord a bitch.
When Cholula moves off of moving the ropes around, I'm going to rage and take up as much space as I can, pulling ropes and battening things down.
Fuck yeah.
With all of my might.
We're going to pull this out again.
Yay.
Because you are a barbarian and you are raging, you're going to go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage. I'm just going to leave this here for now, just in case. What do you add to this roll? Athletics.
9.
9? Okay, so you need to roll an 11 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What are you doing there?
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's gonna throw the juju off.
No worries.
16.
13 and a 16.
3 and a
That's-
16. Was it a
13?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, the
black and
number.
white.
Yeah.
All right, that is your second success. We are 1 and 1, and it all comes down to Alma. What would you like to do? And I will let you know. The DC for this check is 22.
Great.
Play to your strengths, kid.
I know that this is shenanigans, but I would like to argue my case.
Well, okay, we'll see.
Ships generally have an armor class.
Yeah.
Could one cast Shield of Faith on a ship?
Can you read me the verbiage of Shield of Faith? Does it say a creature?
Yeah, it does.
A ship is not a creature, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
But it
all the zebra muscles, it's like symbiotic relationship.
Zebra muscles?
Yeah.
Oh, on the bottom, the barnacles.
She can cast it on
all
those.
zebras
If you want to
muscles.
cast Shield of Faith on a single barnacle, then you can do that.
Hey.
compromise. That's what this is all about.
One glowing barnacle.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about it.
I look into the eye of the storm and I say, can I get a hiya?
You call this a storm?
The best I can think to do is to try and fly around and help, like, communicate orders and needs around the ship.
Okay, make a persuasion check. What do you add to this roll?
What do I add to this? 10?
10. So you need to roll a 12 or higher.
Oh, I'm going to use a big one if I'm going in the guy.
Going in the guy.
We gotta name this thing. 14.
24.
14, 24 succeeds by a measly 2. All right,
Sometimes
that
two's all you need.
is your third success.
Yeah.
Wow, that scared me.
If you want to know how that could have gone, tune into the Chaos Hours this week. Holy shit. All right. On your third success, the storm begins to die down. It is gone as quickly as it came. It kicked up and maybe lasted a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, and then was past you. And the sea becomes almost eerily calm as the overcast sky slowly becomes partially cloudy and bits of sun come back out. And it was midday, but it was black as night during the storm. And you can still see it on the horizon behind you, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief as storm passes.
Hey.
Ooh.
That was some shit.
After that, you guys have 2 more days of downtime.
Oh, great.
Okay.
If there
We're
is
still on a
any-
boat.
If there's any work that you want to do on your bubble trees,
Yeah.
go for it.
you
Let us
for
know your
helping.
DC and how you're approaching.
It's DC 11, and I think I'm gonna like kind of throw in some like body language with the mirror talk, like not just talking. And now it's kind of like a gesture. No, let's do forward.
Excellent.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is still a persuasion check. Yeah, your DC is 11, I believe. All right.
This is gonna be the roughest tree. 15.
Nice.
15, success.
Whee!
Cholula, you're continuing to work on learning Elvish.
Yeah, we're doing elfish lessons with Alma, and we're having drinks while we do it.
Nice. The best way to keep something in the noggin.
Best way to learn. Can ask Jewel. That's how we studied for postmodernism at Rip Rocks.
Oh, get a question right, do a shot.
No, just like drink while you study right before the test.
Oh,
You know.
It's supposed to do it right before you
failed out
sleep,
of
apparently, right?
by doing
Heard
that.
that. Because then it's like in your subconscious.
Yeah.
22.
22, that's a success. You learn a few more words.
Yay!
And you start getting into, like, you see that Cholula's really getting a good grasp on this, and there are some overlaps between Elvish and Kori. So you start kind of talking about conjugation a little bit, and there's
Right.
there's a lot of overlap between those two things. So you start picking up conjugation a little bit faster than I did in high school when I was
Also-
learning another language.
I also teach you how to say bitch pull up.
Okay, tight.
In Elvish,
Today's
a commonly
Elven-
used phrase.
Today's Elvish phrase of the day.
Yeah.
Bitch pull up.
You have a good shirt on. I like your shirt. Sick shirt. No.
Can I help him with this
If
also?
you'd like to forego.
Yeah, I don't
flip
have a
of grip,
skill that I need right now.
Perfect.
Good.
Alma, make a quick. Actually, what's your passive perception?
Oh, big
My
man. Good
passive
shirt.
perception 13.
13. You're going down below deck to get a snack, and you hear Silas's voice as if he's having the strangest conversation with someone. And as you kind of peek into the barracks, you see that he's standing and talking at a mirror to himself.
I had boots like that once. What the fuck is
Is this how you learn to talk to people
What?
from the beginning?
No, I'm just making jokes in the mirror about boots.
Right, let's play to some of your strengths, right?
Like,
Right, like maybe you're not an incredibly social person, but you scare the shit out of me. That could be impressive.
right, yeah, I could.
Right. So,
Practice that, practice scaring the shit out of people.
yeah, I'm available right now. I don't have anything going on. They asked me to stop touching things. Actually, I broke another rope.
Did,
Broke it.
it's,
I got my leg caught in it,
That-
and then I started falling, and then the wings kind of came out against my will, and so I tried to
No.
get out of the rope, and then it snapped.
your intention to get out of the rope is what? Why were your feet near them? It's kind of designed to not be footwork.
This enters
Right.
quickly into not helpful.
Right,
territory.
yeah.
Right, sorry.
Go ahead and
Do
make,
something. Intimidate.
make an intimidation check with advantage because Alma is helping you in this.
Oh yeah,
area
I was going to like mist rage and turn into like another being of
Yeah.
mist.
I shield. Well, based on this roll.
Yeah, go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage.
18.
That's a success.
Yeah.
Nice. 3 successes. What does that put your DC at? 13? 14?
13.
13. Nice. And Cholula, you've got one more day to work on Elvish, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And because
I need
Alma is
some-
So
available.
today we're gonna go over fruits and vegetables,
Cool.
and also temperatures. And what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to over.
I didn't mean to put colors.
I mean, we can include that.
I've been listening over.
Okay, so
You know, I try to pick up. You know, I go a lot of places, so I you know, being able to communicate with different people's. Could you do colors too?
yeah, so we can wrap that into fruits and vegetables. We'll go with the orange carrot.
Orange.
Is there different words for is the orange fruit different from the color orange in Elvish?
Well,
Wow.
yes,
Wow.
actually, there is no elven word for orange. Elves.
Hey, think carefully about what you're about to canonically say about elves.
Yeah.
Oh, please do
Going
tell.
for it. Elves believe that fruits that need to be peeled before consumption are vile and shouldn't be trusted. So there's only the common equivalent for those.
See, so they just wipe those.
Traditionally, yeah, they just don't
They
acknowledge
don't even
them.
acknowledge it. Wow, that's interesting. How did you do, Cholula?
Silas is sitting
not
on a rail
good.
peeling an orange.
7.
7?
If we're still doing insight, 7.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so.
But it's with
fine.
advantage?
Yeah. I rolled a
2
2
and
and
a
a 4.
Yeah,
In that order.
as Cedric kind of
Just like-
includes himself in the situation, it's so distracting.
Yeah.
And on the third day,
And also, like, they don't acknowledge fruits that you have to peel first. What the fuck even is that?
yeah, it's like so.
So many fruits have to be peeled.
Right, but like an apple, for example, you don't have to peel it
Right.
to eat it.
But if you did, they wouldn't talk about it.
Admittedly, you don't have to peel an orange either. You could just go right
You could
in.
just eat it. It would
In
be
theory,
very bitter.
right? But it's kind of like the earth doesn't want you to have it, right?
And the elves are tapped into that.
Yeah.
I always thought it. I just like the
Oh
idea
shit!
of an
I gotta
elf.
get. I don't know why I looked at my hand like that. I thought there was a bug on me. I gotta get back up to the crow's
It's
nest.
bug o'clock.
We're gonna be approaching shore any
Oh yeah.
minute now.
Not on your
Yeah,
watch.
bye.
Wow.
What?
On your watch, not on your watch.
Right. Not. Yeah. It is my watch, so I need
So
to get
you
up
should-
there.
yes,
He
yeah.
climbs up into the crow's nest.
I don't know what to tell you. I told you what I was told.
Okay.
Some, you know.
I mean, your mother ate oranges.
Right. I mean,
Maybe she doesn't know how to
not all
acknowledge
elves
berries.
are committed to the ideologies of old. I
Land
almost said
ahead! Land ahead! Forward the Grimdahl! Cholula, with your passive perception, you're the only one who makes out the precursor to that call out from Cedric, which is, oh shit, which is that as soon as he got in the crow's nest, he was like, oh, we're approaching land, fuck.
Oh.
As Cedric calls out, over the gentle sounds of the sea, waxen alabaster cliffs come into view, draped with green grass like a sheet over top of them. The deck becomes hectic as the fast-paced sailors set about adjusting rigging and preparing to make port. The Squall Rider sails across a gentle channel between pale stone cliff faces. Swallows flitter about from nests in the cliffs above you as you approach perpendicularly to a grand stone bridge. Carved from the same alabaster of the landscape around it, the Bent Key Causeway stands as a marvel of architecture. Enormous dragons etched from white stone support the bridge with alabaster wings from below. And you can see as you pass beneath this modern wonder that each scale is meticulously detailed. It could be celebrating the country's history, or perhaps a foreboding warning to those who approach from the sea, a reminder of what creatures dwell in this land. Leaving the causeway behind, you enter a still harbor which rests beneath a winding road that leads up to a small city perched atop a sloped cliff. Overlooking the various businesses and homes at the edge of the cliff sits a decadent manor house of dark gray wood and stone with white trim and pointed gables. Captain Ark approaches all of you as his crew goes about weighing anchor and tying the boat off and setting up the gangplank, and basically just like you've arrived at the docks and the sails have been furled, and he approaches all of you. Mr. Walkers, I know I can have a bit of an abrasive nature at times, But truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your assistance. If the Dark Knight had not seen fit to cross our paths, I fear that we would not have fared nearly as well. I don't know if we shall see one another again, I should say, but it was truly a pleasure to have you aboard the Squall Rider. Thank you for all you've done.
Thanks for letting us on.
We are being raided
Hello!
by the Gilded Flask.
Welcome.
Hello, Gilded Flask.
Hello again, the Gilded Flask. Thank you so much for
Hi.
the raid. We've just arrived on a new continent that none of our players have been to before.
Fresh.
We've also got giveaways and stuff. There's a video below me. You'll see.
Not bad for some stowaways, eh?
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'd offer you positions aboard the ship, but seems you've got grander adventures to get off to.
For now, at least.
Maybe a retirement plan then.
Have you been to Verfolgenshire before?
No.
No.
Well, it's a lovely little spot. If you find yourselves in need of perhaps lodging or a good meal, I recommend the Toothless Trident for the lodging. And if you're interested in a bit of a sweeter taste, Turi's Temptations is to die for. It's in the market district here in town.
You mean like a bakery and not like a brothel, correct?
Correct.
Great.
Yes.
Checking in.
Specifically, a masterful chocolatier.
I would like to go to there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
What? Yes. Thank you again for having us.
And thank you. Oh, before I forget, he kind of like reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out about 30 gold pieces and hands 10 to each of you. For your help on the trip, and for being quite honest, I overcharged initially, so this belongs to you. Thank you again.
You can keep it to the families of the crew that you lost, potentially.
Oh, shit, right. Do that.
I passed mine back.
Right. Thank you. I shall let them know of the Mistwalker's generosity. As you exit the ship and begin traversing through the Docks district.
I didn't have the heart to make that one weird. That was kind of...
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
I wanted to make that...
You did actually. That was a really good.
Oh, is it?
Diplomatic, persuasive energy that you had there.
Oh, yeah.
Do that,
Yeah. Thinking about what you say before you say it is...
right?
All right, yeah.
Oh, think about what you would want to hear
Nothing.
if it was you, like always. Or?
Yeah. Predominantly, yeah. Like when you said you were hearing voices, that was a nightmare for me. Like not being able to
Yeah,
get away from.
it's really great that has transitioned into horrifying visions. I'm glad.
No, I made it awkward again, didn't I?
A little bit, yeah.
No, that was on me.
Yeah.
That one was me.
It's in our blood, I think.
Continuing through the Docks district, you see fishermen with a wealth of colored caps, beanies, and coats unloading crates of fish and goods from various vessels. And there's a heavy smell of salt and seawater that, quite frankly, you're all probably getting a little sick of after 10 days at sea. Eventually, you find yourselves truly feeling like you're a world away from the sights, sounds, and smells of Windfell. As you walk against a firm wind, sending the tall green grass and bushes along the side of the road feverishly dancing in waves, you pass by farmhouses with pens of huge woolly pigs and cows the size of wagons. The rich scent of frying oils and cooked meats, rich with garlic and basil, color the air as the dirt road transitions to weathered gray bricks. Elaborate buildings of wood and brick stand 2 to 3 stories high with tiled roofing. The architecture that is closest to describing what we would know as Victorian in this little city. You see humans, goblins, tieflings, Aasimar, and all number of other peoples going about their business in the streets as you pass by an ornate sign that welcomes you to Verfolgenshire, the trade hub of the Verfolgen Prefecture.
You wrote that. You made that hard for yourself.
I did. Yeah.
Verfolgenshire Prefecture.
Verfolgenshire. No, just, it's Verfolgen Prefecture. Verfolgenshire is the city. Verfolgenshire is the city, yeah. Verfolgen itself is the entire prefecture.
I'm gonna write V.
What would you like to do first?
I could use a meal that doesn't taste like an orange or salt. That would be fantastic, and I would just throw that out there.
Yeah, I feel like, do my fingers look swollen
Yes.
to you guys? They feel swollen.
Your eyes a bit as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Salt.
My mustache is absolutely dry.
Oh, is it gross?
Yeah, it's like shaved bits of wood growing out of my face over the days.
Is your face okay?
I didn't bring any oil. I didn't think about it, to protect me from the sprays of salt that I would be getting
Right.
for the week.
Should bring a beard of oil with you everywhere.
Day. Well,
Did you oil?
I don't have a beard.
Oh, I thought you meant your
Unfortunately.
face.
My face.
just
You look great. For
So,
the
food.
rest of us don't look great. You're looking fantastic.
yeah. It's food or oil. It sounds like
Food in, maybe food in a bath.
So are we
oily
doing?
food.
Oh, so maybe we should go to that tavern.
Yeah, they might have a
Oh,
bath.
then we could stop by for chocolate.
Trident. That's at a
sounds-
different place, but maybe they're close by one
Yeah,
another.
well, maybe.
We head to the
Girls,
tavern.
girls' night.
Girls' night.
Girls'
Girls' night. Girls' night. Girls' night.
Girls' night. Wonderful. As you make your way to the Toothless Trident, you find yourselves in a well-lit avenue nearby a pair of guard towers at the edge of the docks district. The street outside is empty and quiet, but there have been a number of people around until you got up to this point. The tavern itself is a wooden slatted two-story building with several shuttered windows, and you see kind of off of the back around the side as you're approaching, you can see a large kind of cellar door that probably leads down to like a cold storage. Stepping inside, you see that the majority of the interior of this tavern is made with beautiful oak that has been stained with like a dark stain. It's almost like spalted, so there are these deep crevices that contrast the lightness of the wood itself. And nearby a warm hearth, there's a large harp being played by a bard of some sort.
Harpard.
Harpart.
Stepping in even further, you approach a, similarly to the rest of the structure, this beautiful spalted oak countertop. And behind it stands, a small female gnome who has short brown hair that's kind of tucked up into it's like not quite a beanie. It's like a knitted cap that also has a little bit of a brim, but like not useful for blocking the sun.
Just for adjusting your hat.
Yeah, just for the sake of having a brim.
Yeah.
She's got brown hair that kind of loops down and tucks into it, pointed ears that come almost like sideways out of the head, and just the cutest little button nose.
Button.
Hello there.
Hi.
Welcome to the Toothless Trident. Can interest you in a table and maybe some food?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Excellent. Follow me right this way.
And she leads you over to a booth for very comfortable. It's kind of like one of those circular booths, and it's not super crowded in here. There are about 4 other patrons in at the time, 2 of them sitting together and 2 sitting alone. So she leads you over to one of the larger booths to give you some space and sits you down.
We've got 3 specials today. Pheasant burger with fried potatoes and a glass of brandy for 5 silver. We've got a ground pork sandwich with nutmeg and leek and a glass of whiskey for 5 silver. And we've also got a steamed bun with ham and sharp cheese with a tankard of bitter for 5 silver pieces. Any of that
One of
sound
each,
interesting
kind
to
of taste everybody's.
I want the steam buns.
One of each.
Buns.
Okay, one of each. I'll take the burger.
I
Unless
guess
you want to.
I'll be buns.
Buns.
I'll be bun. Or are you bun?
Cheese buns. We're all going to eat everyone else's plate. Just one of everything and we'll figure it out. if you
Right.
wouldn't mind.
Excellent.
That's,
I'll have that right out for you. Drinks first.
of course.
Yes, please.
Excellent. She brings out a glass of brandy, a glass of whiskey, and a tankard of bitter, and you guys can decide who gets what.
I don't think I can do bitter again.
I'll
Could I-
do it.
What is bitter? Can I smell the bitter?
Yeah, it smells really bitter. kind of earthy.
What are the other options?
Whiskey
Whiskey.
and brandy.
I'll do the brandy.
I'll have the very hydrating whiskey.
I mean, I'm sure we also got water.
It's the whiskey is it's a glass of like whiskey and water.
Okay.
Some ice in it.
It's like, here you are.
And
Good
here's
luck.
your pint of hard liquor,
Be
sir.
careful, it's hot.
Don't burn yourself. It was boiling moments ago.
Can we, during all of these interactions back and forth, can we get the bartender's name?
Yes, the bartender's name is Oda Kabalob.
Oda.
Ora kabala.
At some point, does she comes by, does the inevitable hey, how is everything? We're all
Actually,
doing.
she comes by and like hands out the plates.
Great.
And doesn't put anything with because like it was all over the place with who wanted what. She knows you wanted one of everything. She
Yeah.
just kind of sets it down wherever and figures you'll figure it out.
Oda, is it?
It is
We're new here to Verfolgenshire.
right. I figured as much.
She
That's it.
loves it.
Yeah, no.
She loves it.
She went straight for the
great.
buns. I'm gonna cut the burger.
We're
My mum
actually
always said
thanks.
that a belch from the heart, from the chest was a gift from the gods.
Sure is.
So
we-
do with that information what you will.
Is it we're sort of anthropologists of sort, and we came here to see.
Scholarly folk.
Right.
Excellent.
We came seeking information about somewhere that's always interested us. Have you ever heard of a place called Borka?
Can't see that I have. No.
Does she seem alarmed by the question, or just fully
Make an insight.
has never heard of it?
Do I get a hint of, along a similar vein, do I get a hint of removal of memory? Is there like a twinge of, no, like a nosebleed? Is a nosebleed coming along?
Oh, you guys also met that professor that one time who'd had his memory altered, so.
I'd say you can also make an insight check.
Okay.
Or actually make an arcana check.
When we were comparing maps at one point because there was a map that had Borka on it, and then there was a newer map that didn't.
Correct.
Did we get an idea of like a timeline on when it disappeared?
You didn't. So I will say, if I said exact numbers, I don't remember. So I might be making a new canon right now, but I'm going to do that anyway.
Okay.
You still have the History of Kavora textbook that you purchased all the way back in Waterdeep. And if you wanted to crack it open and take a look, I forget who purchased that. I think it was Silas. So Silas wanted to crack that open and take a look. You see that the map shown is dated 482, and we are in the 800s currently. You also notice, actually make an investigation check, whoever's looking at the book. How'd you do on insight?
She had insight. I
24.
did 16.
Arcana, 16?
24.
24. No, she seems, it is not, she's not withholding information. She's never heard of this place before.
Okay.
Can I borrow the book, please?
Yeah.
Silas on a 16. Her nose isn't bleeding. There was no skip in her speaking. So I would say you're not convinced, but you're also not certain.
I'm looking at the book.
For Foley.
For Foley.
You read so fast. I was just reading a book.
Go ahead and make an investigation.
And I started writing in it.
$18.
18.
Yeah, that's not the worst.
Excellent. Yeah, you notice a lot of strange things about this particular book. Outside of certain elements of Winfell that are incorrect. Because you can see that there's a pretty well-defined coastline until you get to north of Strandwick on the western side, and then kind of around the Chilrun area, which notably is not on the map. On the eastern side, there's just kind of like an amorphous shape above that, which is still pretty untraveled at this point. But at this time, it wasn't like, we'll just leave that off the map. It was like, and it's probably like this.
Yeah.
So you get the sense that there are certain inaccuracies to this map, but also things that are just different because it was a really long time ago. Remind me what you rolled again?
18.
18? Excellent. You also notice, if you guys wanted to look at our modern day map.
Ooh, is it going to maps and places?
It's going to maps and places!
Fresh maps.
If you're not in our Discord, you can get there through the link in our you can get there through the link in our about section.
That's Elven for about section.
I'm going to post
How
a
does the
photo
Ferris Yeah.
of a map of Verfolgen Prefecture.
Verfolgen.
I'm not allowed to have my phone. I went over my minutes and Mom got mad.
Also, it made something happen.
Yeah.
There she be.
RCP.
So you can see how you kind of came through the Bentkey Causeway, sailed down the coast, and eventually made your way into Verfolgenshire.
I thought that said bitchin' for a second.
On the map,
Bitchin'.
We're heading to bitchin'.
on the map that you have, Cholula,
Yeah.
Borka is notated in an interesting spot. On this map, it would be directly below the S in Torchlight Moors, where there's that sort of four-way crossroad of nothing. That is where Borka resides on this old-ass map that you have in this history text.
Typical
Okay.
Borka.
I was gonna hang out with Stephanie, but she was being such a fucking Borka.
A bitch orca.
We do not need to talk about those nightmare creatures.
Orcas?
Yeah.
Love an orca.
Sometimes they just want to toss you around for
But sometimes they're bitchy.
Yeah.
It's true.
And that's when they're a
Seal meat
porca.
can be so tough, you know. You gotta throw it in you gotta throw it in the
Tenderized.
air by like 80 feet or so.
Tenderized.
And then choose not to eat it sometimes. Like
Sometimes
me.
it's
like,
just about a game.
like me in a kayak, you know?
You know, sometimes after the show, I get my fast food and I just toss it around. I decide I don't want it anymore.
You take your burger and you lay in bed and put it in your mouth and you just throw it up in the air.
Yeah, Cameron has requested I stop.
If I was in
There's
a kayak,
mustard
Get it without
everywhere.
lettuce.
The shared
It's fine.
space.
if I was in a kayak and a shark went by, I'd be like, wow, that's a shark. I'm not getting in the water. If an orca went by, I'm like, what is it going to do to get to me? I'm just a sunflower seed in this little boat. It just needs to crack it to get to me.
Yum, yum,
The
yum.
shark is like, what is that? Shape, I'm a fish. Orcas are like, this is below me and I will eat it.
This is a conversation that
Let's
Alma
get it.
and Silas are having as Cholula is looking
An
over.
orca will
Yeah,
fuck your
Cholula's
shit
doing
right
the
now.
like calculations, and we're just like, the big whales.
Is there
Well,
anything else I can get for you?
what time of day is it?
It is early afternoon.
Oh, okay. Do you think we should stay in town and sleep here for the night, or should we be on our way already?
I think we can do
We
it.
do have rooms if you're interested.
How long of a travel would it take to get from here to the,
this-
let's say, southern part of the Torchlight Moors?
This intersection here, and I'll kind of like hold up the book.
I'm doing the book. Silence. I'll do it. And then I'll show her the book.
I'm
Well,
gonna eat.
Silently eat a burger.
to get out in that direction, probably maybe on foot. Probably 3 days travel to that point. I know it's about I know it's about 6 days to Candlecross from Verfolgenshire.
Okay.
And this would be kind of the midway point to Candlecross, right?
Aye.
Is it a super dangerous?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, about that, we were probably going to gallivant about town a bit, asking about the. Again, we're new here and scholarly types, not one for scuffles. Your
She's gonna make a deception check.
right?
You guys can make a group deception check, and I'll get the average.
Okay. Okay.
She's gonna make an insight check on.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Yo!
And I have a
total
plus
of-
10 to that for
That is also a natural 20.
Holy
Do it.
shit!
Oh, she
Son
hit
of a
it. She
bitch.
hit it too, but the 20 is facing
So
me.
30.
hang on. What are we
With,
doing? Deception?
Yes.
with a natural
6.
20, 25.
Plus 25 plus 6.
Yeah.
18, 17.
So yeah, DC 20. That 6 really brought your average down.
We're scholarly. Just a bunch of nerds.
I never said we were scholarly.
She only rolled 7.
But you were reading a book, and that helped our
I
argument.
was doing a book thing.
Are you here from one of the magic colleges overseas or something?
We're associated with fucking Valdwin.
Wilt
Fucking
Bloom. Wilt Bloom.
fucking Valdwin. Am I
Valdwin,
right?
the dean of the vein of the magic school in Mistinor.
Oh, Mr. Nor.
Wilt Bloom College.
Nice. Very prestigious.
So we're just wondering a bit about the flora and fauna that we should be concerned about, I guess, on our travels. If you could.
Oh, right. Well,
us a
there's
dossier.
a number of things. I may not be the best, a guide to the countryside, as I find myself quite safe here within the city. But we do get lots of traveller in these parts, bit of a trade hub for Fulgenshire. So I hear stories here and there. There's been a lot of talk lately about these animals in the countryside. Some are saying they're cursed. Had a traveller come in who swears that one of his horses, they stopped off and he unhooked them from the wagon so that they could get their feed and get some water from a nearby river. And shortly thereafter, it's like one of his horses was possessed, or maybe some sort of curse had befallen it. It grew these sharp fangs and its mouth opened like a dog's mouth, and it tried to eat him right up. But he managed to get away. So I guess look out for something like that, maybe.
They don't have any like goo coming out of them or something, do they?
Maybe.
What was it that was happening to all the animals in Mistinor before the whole tree thing happened?
I was dead when you were doing that.
Right. Never mind. Silas. Forget about all that.
Scholars, huh?
Learning is the most dangerous adventure that any of us will ever go on.
I see.
put that
Well,
on
other than
the
that,
record.
you got to look out for the fang mouths. Group of nasty bandits out there. Not much in the way of education, but very much in favor of the strong ruling over the weak. And they get a bit bitey, they do.
Any talk or description of things with, let's say, blades for appendages?
There have been some strange stories of late. I've not heard them described as blades per se, but I've heard talk of creatures with stakes for hands, and other creatures with a maw so big they could swallow you in one gulp, other than being the size of a mere man. Weird stories like that are always getting passed around the countryside out in places like this.
Yeah.
Are you from this area?
I am born and raised,
Oh, interesting.
300 years.
Wow.
Thank you. I think we'll probably be finishing up our meal soon and might
Oh, so
find rooms for this evening here.
yeah, I was gonna ask if y'all wanted to
Well,
stay
if you're
here.
interested, it's 5 silver per night.
Yeah, we
But
might get
stay
the
as long as you please.
key now and then kind of roam about before the evening sets in.
Excellent. Shall I put you down for one night?
Do you have a room large enough for everyone, or would y'all rather split up?
Largest we've got is 2 decent sized beds.
Do you have two right next to each other?
I do.
Because
Let's do that.
we could do it that way.
Excellent. That'll come out to a single gold piece.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you. The food was excellent, by the way. That was
Oh, well, thank you very much.
great.
We strive to feed. And she takes a gold piece and goes and grabs a couple of keys and brings them to you.
And yeah, you can tell you've got 16A and 16B.
Okay.
There's a bit better sign off.
So,
I try to go for a compliment. You know, that seems people like to hear something good before a conversation ends. I've also heard that people like to hear their own names, but I feel like that can be kind of odd.
if you do it too much, it's weird.
Yeah, there's a window there. I'd probably
Right,
have to
Silas.
adjust to.
That can be unusual, Silas, for people to do sometimes.
Yeah, so I know not to do that, Olma.
Right.
Just once.
Just one for.
Good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Cholula,
that's
with
normal.
your passive perception, you overhear the pair of figures that were sitting together when you guys arrived. Sorry, give me just a moment. Here we are. You see a tiefling man with sort of ashy isn't the term I want to use. I mean, now it has to be.
Yeah, you know.
Super ashy, desaturated kind of red skin tone tiefling.
Ashen.
Ashy. Super ashy. His elbows are pink, and the rest of him is this kind of like deep red, but like almost closer to gray.
Need some lotion.
He does. He's very dry.
We need some milk.
You see, they're conversing with another figure within the bar, a human woman with kind of like opalescent bluish hair that's pulled back into a braid. She's got a nice little like side cap that's like clearly pinned to the left side of her head at an angle. Wearing just like a not like super elegant dress, but you'd consider it fancy. It's not like traveling clothes, that's for sure. And the tiefling man that she's speaking with, he's got like a duster overcoat on that's kind of long and grayish.
And the sleeves are ripped off because we did see his elbows.
True, yeah. It's sleeveless actually.
Sleeveless trench.
No, unless it isn't, and we could tell he's ashy.
It's like a sleeveless.
Oh, we can hear it.
Hang on, this can still be decent. It's a sleeveless duster, sleeveless gray duster, and he's got on this white shirt that he's got the sleeves rolled up. It's a look, and
Audible. just powder.
you overhear as he kind of leans in to the woman. I don't know what to do. They took him to Selkirk because he was having one of his episodes, you know, and he didn't mean. I don't even know how he got the knife, but he wasn't himself, and the guard was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But they took him to Selkirk, and I went to try and visit him, and they wouldn't let me see him. And when I swear, the last time that I tried, I've been 3 times now. The third time that I went, they all but threatened to make me a patient if I didn't let up. I don't know what to do at this point. And you see she kind of like puts out a comforting hand towards his arm and then to his knee, which is covered by pants instead of touching his dry skin. And they continue conversing about this strange situation nearby. Just something you notice.
So I could say, you know, hello, person's name, and then continue on the conversation, and then end with person's name, as though to say, I've recognized this is the name you've given me, you have told me things, and now I'm saying your name again, right? I think 2 is probably where you need to stop.
Well, people actually say that you remember a name better if you say it 3 times.
Yes, and I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible with most. I was horrible with my life before I washed up on the beach of Waterdeep. So names kind of fell to the wayside.
Are y'all hearing this?
No.
I'd like to quietly fill them in on what I overheard.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Okay.
All of us.
Just Cholula. You guys are just listening.
All of us. Does
What?
that say?
Oh, that way!
That is a 15. Oh, that's 30. That's a dirty 30.
Dirty.
Holy
30.
shit.
Just like me.
Oh my god.
The room darkens around us. We're in another plane of existence as she fills us in.
You do notice
Did you
that
put up
as you're
the
having this
mist?
conversation, it's not in the room with you, but you do see that a light mist begins to roll in outside, kind of rolling up from the Sea of Squalls.
That's not me.
That weren't me.
Sounds like somebody got taken and then into some sort of. I don't think it's a prison because but it also doesn't sound quite like a hospital. But that seems a little bit fishy.
It is interesting.
I wonder. Do we get a map as characters?
No.
Okay.
You just
Other
have
than
the-
the one that I have.
Correct. Can we get these plates out of your way?
Oh.
Sure.
Yes,
Sorry, did I start you?
please. A bit. Yeah, we were just.
Apologies. I'll try and make myself known approaching from now.
No, you're fine.
Anything
Thank
else
you.
for you? Any desserts?
No.
Oh, what? Oh
Well, I mean,
Let's
I thought we were
not
going
say
to
no.
the chocolatier.
We could do both.
We can do both.
Oh, were you planning to stop by Terry's Temptation?
No, not to replace anything of this meal.
Oh,
but
no,
what do you have
I
for
would
dessert?
not judge you. It's absolutely delicious.
Okay, but what
If we fill up
are
here,
what are the desserts?
Well, we've got a vanilla bean custard
Okay.
and a vanilla pudding.
I mean, it's pretty vanilla here.
Why don't we just split a custard?
Can I?
Well, the chocolate market is all but filled.
Yes. What are you going to do?
I'm
Right,
down
some
to
peas?
share a custard.
Right.
No.
We are gonna share a custard.
Excellent. It's 2 copper.
Great.
Alright, I'll get the dessert.
Okay.
As you pay Oda 2 copper.
I'm gonna give her a
Thank
silver.
you, Oda.
Of course. You got any questions, just let me know. And she goes off on her way.
Does the custard have fruit on it?
No, it's like a straight up flan, basically. It's like vanilla bean flan. So there's this little. She comes back with a plate that has this little jiggly puck on it. That's like white. White. It'll knock you right out. It's white around the edges.
Karaoke.
It's white around the edges with little black speckles of the vanilla in it, and the top is just this perfect golden caramel color. And she sets it down with a little wobble and gives
Oda, you
each of you a
really
spoon.
undersold this.
Yeah, this looks great.
Oh well, thank you very kindly. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
She goes back to her post.
What is this about a potential hospital / prison? You know,
It's like a hospital prison. It sounds like that
You
somebody.
know, a
It's,
prison hospital.
sounds like somebody maybe accidentally, in a fit, stabbed a guard or something, and then they got taken in, and they won't let. I'm assuming this family member visit them there.
Did you happen to catch where this hospital prison is?
It's called
Selkirk.
Selkirk.
so, I mean, it's something we could look into after checking to see if Polka is still a thing. Possession, right? I mean, did we just hear something?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we could speculate, or we could go see for ourselves as scholarly types. You started that, by the way. Maybe lied to the sweet person who brings us jiggly treats.
Well, we still don't know whether or not
Jiggly pucks.
we've been monitored by certain people, so we don't exactly need to enter a new continent and lead with Mistwalker stuff.
For sure, yeah. No, we earn that usually. Infiltration is still our strong suit. Yeah, I guess we can game plan over chocolate then.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit rich for me. I'm not one for just kind of like
Chocolate
custard. Oh, custard.
custard.
Yeah, it's a bit texture, right? No, I mean, obviously not. You eating it.
Right,
Just,
and
kinda,
it's
it just
amazing.
rubs me the wrong way.
It's like if clouds were made of sweetness.
What I don't like about it is you know, when you smell a certain lotion and you're like, I could eat that, this offers you this. And I don't want to confuse the two. I don't
That's
want to.
what I've been after my whole life. I like a soft food.
Or like a candle, and you're like,
The
wow,
more
this candle
chi-
smells like food and I don't get to have it, you know?
But now you can't.
But sometimes
Don't let it on.
Sometimes you just take a little bite just to make sure.
No, but yes, sometimes you get into your cups and you come home, you're like, oh, there's a whole bottle of flan here. And
Genevieve does keep a lot of really food.
it's lotions.
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, I've eaten a few.
Yeah,
I think I've bitten her when I was
Genevieve
drunk enough.
Canonically, only goes for like sweet
like
scents and
cupcakes.
like lotions and perfumes. Yeah.
And no, and those elves have a way with scents, do they? I mean, they have rooms for it.
Right. It's true.
Sorry, no, I don't mean to put you off on it. I was just telling you my.
Oh,
preference.
you haven't. I might still eat lotion later.
Still eat. I'm glad I haven't dissuaded you.
You never know when one of them will be delicious.
Do you guys finish your meal and head over to Tourist Temptations for second dessert?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We're on vacation.
Yeah, apparently.
Along the way, it's you exit the docks district of Verfolgenshire and enter more of like the market district, and you see there's all these different types of market stalls, and really the only name of a place that stands out to you on your way to Tourist Temptations is a shop called Apothecary.
Did I miss it? Did I miss the joke?
Apothecary.
Apothecary. Abracadabra.
Yeah, that's it.
Give it to us 10 more times, please.
Abracadabra.
I'm going to stop you there.
You said 10.
Within the market district, you pass by a stall that has several large cow carcasses hanging on hooks at a meat stall, and next door to this stall is a whimsical wooden building painted chocolate brown with purple and gold trim, I should say. Two sets of curved bay windows frame either side of the purple and gold door. Above the door is a large spinning sculpture of a chocolate cupcake with pink frosting adorned with a shard of chocolate and a glossy red cherry. Stepping inside, you are greeted by mint-colored tile floors and display cases that are just full of truffles, cakes, and other sweet treats. There, behind the counter, is another gnome, oddly enough, a shorter, looks a little bit younger than Oda in the way that gnomes go. Both of them look astronomically younger than Pete. But yeah, you see, presumably Turi is a small gnomish man with just like little spectacles on the end of more kind of like a hooked nose, and just like a sweet little smile. And he's got this kind of like pink hair that's coiffed up in kind of the same way that the frosting on the cupcake is outside.
I was going to say he is a dessert person.
Yes, and he's got, and he has, a little red in the nose too, like a cherry on his face. And he's wearing a little apron that's got some flour on it and is currently piping as you enter.
Cold in here. I mean, understandably.
Hello, I'll be right with you in a moment.
Well, okay.
Are there treats about?
There are display cases full of them, yes. All types of like truffles and simple cakes and very ornate cakes. And you see each of the bay windows is like a little display on both sides for the inside and outside viewing of these like massive wedding cakes that are like, one side is a very like traditional tiered cake with white frosting and flowers decorating it. And then the other bay window is this different, more, like there's definitely some magic at play. It's this kind of like almost Seussian tier cake that's just like should not be standing the way that it is, and it's actually got like a bit of like a wobble to it, but it holds firm and looks absolutely delicious on both sides.
Probably shouldn't do a one of everything rule here. Maybe split it up.
Yeah, pick a couple of small
I start
things.
crying.
We do have
That
a
had
couple
never
of
worked in the
specials.
past. What?
We do have some specials today. If you're interested, I can let you know what we've got.
Yes.
So, our first special is 3 chocolate truffles for 2 gold pieces. You've got your choice between a caramel nougat truffle, a creamy mint truffle, a cinnamon whip and candied peanut truffle, and a hazelnut and fig truffle.
I want that one.
Excellent. That's 2 gold pieces
Can I
for
have-
3 chocolate truffles.
I want 12.
You want 12?
Yeah.
You want 12 truffles?
I mean, they'll go in a bag.
Certainly.
They can, right? They
yes.
can.
So,
I mean, it's kind of cold in here.
Cameron
will
has to
will
do
those
math.
hold?
You want 12 truffles. It comes with 3. There are 4 options. So if you get 1 of each 3 times,
I want,
Four.
no, I want 4.
4
I want,
times.
I want 12
3
of
of
the
them.
hazelnut fig ones.
oh,
So,
that could be done.
right.
That'll be 8 gold pieces.
Okay. That math would have been the same either way. I just want you to know.
Our other specials. I was trying to figure out if you could get every flavor and how many of each flavor. My brain went somewhere else. Our second special this evening is chocolate bread twists with cinnamon spread, which is 5 gold pieces for a loaf, as well as cherry-filled vanilla bean cupcakes with hazelnut icing for 2 gold pieces each.
Whatever you think. I'll just kind of nibble on whatever you guys order.
Okay.
Okay. And I eat it. How do I feel? Do I feel truffled?
it is one of the most decadent things that you've ever eaten, but also this sense overwhelms you as you bite into it, and all of the flavors explode from the chocolate shell at once and then begin to mingle together, and it becomes this delicious gooey paste that is to die for.
Maybe I'll order a couple of things. Did you have other things in mind? I'll just be over here, and I'll just like go over to another display case and kind of like childishly like stare at all of them.
Yeah, and he just gave you the specials, but there is anything that you could desire on the shelf.
I want a slice of chocolate pie with salt.
Excellent. Flaky salt. Good taste in this one.
Wow.
That'll be 5 silver for a single slice.
All right.
Oh, do you have one of those things it's covered in chocolate, but it's kind of crunchy, and there's like a caramel throughout it, right? There's like a bit of like crunchy rice bits.
Ah, yes, a dream bar.
Sure. Yes.
Yes, how many would you like?
A lot.
5 for 1 gold.
Sure. Yes.
Excellent. 1 order?
Yes.
All right. You can add 5 dream bars.
Dream bars.
You're welcome to eat here in the shop if you'd like, or if you would like to
Sure.
take them to go, let me know and I can get them packed up for you.
Mine can be packed.
Excellent. He puts them in a little box that's perfect size to fit in like a bag of holding or your traveling bag.
I'm gonna eat mine like a slice of pizza.
Fuck yeah. It's delicious.
That's the ideal way to eat a
I
pie.
straight up eat a dream bar.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I straight up eat one.
It's a
I make you all watch. I stand in front of the door before we leave.
Guys,
Look at this.
watch.
check this out. Watch me eat this whole bar.
It's like toasty rice or something. I don't know what it is. It's like satisfying.
Well, thank you so much for stopping in. I'm sorry, did you have a question?
Right, yeah. We heard from the bartender at the Toothless Triton
Oda.
that there have been some kind of strange goings on recently. Have you heard anything similar?
Here in town?
No, outside of town.
Oh, I don't know myself.
A horse with a dog mouth? Anything?
Possessions of sorts.
I have not heard anything about horses with dog mouths. I'll be honest, we don't get a lot of travelers in my shop in particular, unless it's visiting nobles, but we also don't get a lot of those in these parts. In terms of dangerous things on the road that I've heard of, I hear that if you stray too close to the Briarstrand woods off of the roads, that if you hear howling, it's not wolves, it's man wolves, and to avoid the thicket. That's how they said it to me. Avoid the thicket. Is it effective? Feels effective.
Avoid
Right.
the thicket.
Avoid the thicket. We will be sure to avoid the thicket.
As you should.
Is he backing away?
Yeah, he just disappeared
He
into
does
a
like
vat
slowly
of
back
chocolate.
away, picks up his piping bag, and continues working.
Is
Do
there
you
a
want to
school?
check out the apothecary or anything?
A school?
Yeah, nearby. Anyway.
There are a number of schools for children.
Yes. But would they, if you had anything kind of surplus, would you be able to deliver that to them?
Oh, absolutely. Would you like to put in an order?
Yeah, might as well.
Excellent. And without having to talk through it, you can discuss
Yeah.
the different things that you would like to be sent. And if you want to mark off just like 10 gold.
How would you guys feel about sort of spending today doing some reconnaissance? Just maybe going just outside of town to right where it begins to become wilderness and see what happens. And if it goes badly, we can always retreat back to the tavern.
Right. Yeah, we can do that.
See what the road looks like.
We called that a spur back in the day. You would get in and out of your safe zone in
Okay.
strategic points.
I figure we can listen out for dog, horse, ghosts.
Dog, horse, man, wolf, yeah.
Yeah, man, wolves, the like, but
Man, bear, wolf.
get at least an idea of what might be really going on, because so far we've heard nothing is happening and a lot is happening all at
We
once.
should see for ourselves. Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
And then we'll take a nap, and then tomorrow we'll get on out. Get on out there.
Yeah?
I'm eating another
Sounds
Dream
like
bar.
a good plan.
Excellent. You begin heading along kind of this main road, this main through road of the town, to in a southward direction. As you do, you see that elegant, like manor house up at the top of, because like the whole city is built on this kind of like sloped, not quite plateau, but just like this kind of slope up, and then the cliffs drop off, and you're kind of walking along, like perpendicular to the apex of the slope, if that makes sense. And up atop it is just this gorgeous manor house that's overlooking the entire city. As you get further south, you see there's a bit of a hill and this old, decrepit building that looks like it may have once rivaled the majesty of the manor house, but has fallen into disrepair. The stone is shrouded with ivy, and pointed gables that were once magnificent have begun to erode. If the abandoned Bramble Manor was a sight to behold, back in the day when you came across it initially, the house on this hill is twice as disheveled and distressed. And continuing on, you pass through a couple of residential areas, and then onward to, there's this strange, it's not strange, it's normal. There's this
Completely normal.
there's this like 6 foot tall stone wall, basically, that really frames the road nicely as you travel along it. And there's some very like meticulously trimmed hedges along it as well. And eventually you are walking past, and you come to a closed iron, like wrought iron gate that says Selkirk Sanatorium.
Well, that's probably where that friend you heard about.
This is like right on the edge of town. Continuing on further.
Any
you see-
guard of any note?
Yeah, there are a couple guards on the opposite side of the fence, or the gate, I should say. But other than that, there's some trees and these like big hedges that kind of line, as you're like walking past and looking down, you just see these hedges that lead down a long paved road, basically, to this large fountain in the front. And everybody make a perception check, actually.
26.
Nice.
10.
10, okay.
13. No. 23. I just read the plus. Very good, everyone.
Nice. Those of you who rolled over 20, you see in the distance through the trees and the hedges a massive gray stone structure that appears to be very elongated from where you're standing. There are towers topped with gargoyle statues, and the walls are lined with thin slits of windows. The meticulously manicured hedges lead from the road to this building, where a large fountain sits out front. And you do actually make out various armed guards that seem to be kind of patrolling the grounds, as well as a number of humanoids of varying races wandering aimlessly, dressed in simple light blue gowns, just kind of roaming from place to place.
Did the decrepit house seem like one that had, I don't know, more than just a basement? Like more underground structure?
I mean, potentially. It was also kind of like a manor house, like this 2-story manor house. It definitely has a basement of some kind, you would imagine, but how extensive that is, hard to tell from just kind of passing by.
Well, where do we want to strike out first?
We could start checking the beginning of the route that would take us to where Borka used to exist.
Could do that.
If we can get to the mouth of that road, we might get an idea of what we're up against.
Kind of find a lookout point.
Um,
Just past where the town is.
Yeah, it is actually not that far. This same road that you've been walking on, leading you past Selkirk Sanatorium, there's about maybe another couple of blocks before you see another, one side is "Welcome to Verfolgenshire," and then the other side is "You are now leaving Verfolgenshire" sign that's hanging on a little post.
How nice.
And it's just surrounded by flowers and bushes and things.
Little pictures of man-wolves.
How far do we want to take this scholarly facade? I feel like that could be a good end to the sanatorium.
I mean, if we had anything to prove that, I imagine eventually we'll meet someone who will want to see some sort of paperwork.
Not that we had to have some kind of an appointment, but we could be trying, doing research for our own sanatorium in another mainland.
Yeah.
I don't know, we mentioned infiltration.
Work.
I don't know.
Is there something that we think we would learn from the sanatorium?
Why they're locking people up seems somewhat parallel to "don't come here."
Not letting a family member visit one of their own. If it's it's not a prison. Even if it was.
Food for thought, just something.
No visitation seems strange.
Sure.
Didn't they threaten him with being a patient himself? Mm-hmm. That's odd, to threaten someone with
We can
a sane person with a sanatorium.
definitely look into it. Do you feel safe about taking some more time?
Before we go?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So you would rather come back after?
Yeah, I think whatever's going on there is probably not good, but, I have my family that I got to worry about.
Right. We could put out some feelers, but I don't know. We don't even know what's going on.
Are
Yeah.
you guys walking and having?
Yeah, we're exiting.
Yeah, you continue kind of discussing this, what to do about this situation, if anything, as you travel along this worn road of gray brick, and the landscape around you becomes shrouded once again in light mist that just kind of dances and swirls over the lush green highlands. You make it about maybe a mile and a half outside of town, and it's like a nice country road, and there's a couple of brooks that you pass, not quite like marshland, but more like highlands. And suddenly a scream pierces the quiet of the countryside, and it's coming from up ahead, a little bit obscured by this mist.
Like a I need help scream or like a
Or like a panther or a mountain lion.
Or like,
bobcat?
Make an insight check.
or like a hell yeah.
Get him, milkman!
Oh, this milk!
How did they get here?
They had that little skip, remember? They're following us. In
What
a
are we doing?
rowboat.
Insight?
Insight, yes.
17.
Nice.
14.
Okay.
Probably not.
25.
Absolutely distress.
Oh. I think just start.
Yeah, we
heading
probably
there.
just take off.
Yeah, hand on hilt.
Yeah. Hands on your weapons, you rush forward, and first you see a tiefling man with short black hair swept to one side, with two jagged horns kind of coming out at angles from his forehead. He's wearing a fitted black vest over a white shirt that has been sullied with blood, holding a wound at his side with one hand and a rapier in the other, and rushing towards you with a look of terror on his face. Run! Close on his heels, you see a pair of gray, emaciated figures lumbering through the grass with jittery, unnatural movements. Silas, your stomach drops as you recognize what these creatures are. Alma, you get the same feeling, but exponentially worse, as you see one of the figures has 5 spindly arms with spikes at each of the ends. And I need everyone to roll initiative when we come back from our break.
I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah, let's roll it now, and I'll get everything set up during the break so that we don't have to waste everyone's time.
Okay.
Would you believe me if I told you
Is that a nat 20?
there were 2 Fs on my dice?
I don't like that.
You don't like
What does that bring
I
your
don't
total
like
to? Because Cholula might still beat you.
Well, of course she will. If she rolls a 3, she beats every. That's a 24.
I also have a 24.
Nice.
No way.
Who has the better dex?
What's your dex?
It's +4.
Mine's +5.
Wow, man, I was that close.
Almost.
Mark this date. I almost beat Cholula at initiative.
One of those days.
I rolled a 17, and so I got a 20.
Yay!
Hell yeah. 20, 24,
It's the best I've ever rolled on initiative, I
Right?
think.
Excellent. Well, as we go to our break, I will go ahead and let the lovely viewers know that if they want to win this beautiful set
Do you want to win?
Yeah, it's me today.
Oh, and it's right ways.
of pre-painted mystery minis, yeah, you can see it in the right orientation for the first time. Go ahead and type the word harbor in the chat. Harbor. To enter for your chance to win, you've got to be a, I almost said US resident, that's not correct. You've got to be a follower of us here at twitch.tv/Arcanarama. It's free to do, doesn't cost you anything. And you cannot live in Quebec because they have rules against winning giveaways and things of that nature. But if you exist within the parameters of those limitations, this could belong to you. We'll announce the winner when we come back from our break. Don't go away. Let's see where this is going to go.
He's not-
Welcome back. Before we hop into tonight's combat, we have a giveaway to announce.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's a giveaway.
I don't know what you were expecting.
So
Also, Lollycat's here, as I'm sure you are all aware. The winner of the More Fun Mystery Pre-Painted Mini giveaway is Hellbell 666. Congratulations, Hellbell 666. Also, I just saw your message. Thank you so much for the dice purchase.
Hey, hell yeah.
I hope you
Everybody
like them. Those
needs
ones
some
are
dice.
so beautiful.
Yeah, and the purchase of another subscription, from what I've read.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, that was louder than I
I'm gonna do some quick shout outs.
Bam!
Shout out to Hellabelle666 for resubscribing for another month at tier 1. They've been subscribed for a full year. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Also,
What's the first one? Paper?
Paper. That's
another big shout out to Wiki Firm. Resubscribed for a month at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 17 months.
nice.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. It's true if you're counting months. Another big shout out to the Gilded Flask for the raid. Thank you guys so much. That's
Thank
super
you.
rad of you.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
Anniversary! And big shout outs to some first time viewers.
Happy birthday!
I don't know if they're first time viewers, but first time followers. Shout out to Lance Batio 1 and GM of Revan.
Happy birthday, y'all!
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy paper.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
We spanked you to make sure you could cry.
All of that.
If you want us to.
Oh, I should have done this
Welcome,
ahead
babies.
of time.
Welcome, baby.
Weary
That'll
baby.
be one thing.
Wait, baby.
You're old baby.
All right. Nope, not you.
Well, while we're still technically coming back from the break, big thanks to Lance Batio 1 for the subscription.
Yay!
Happy birthday!
Also, I forgot. We have another giveaway this evening.
Oh, don't forget. Happy birthday!
Our second giveaway this evening is this beautiful set of Fablefire dice. I made them myself.
They're down here.
The Bronze Caverns dice. I don't know if the video does
Kinda
these.
big.
I don't know if the video does these justice, but these are gorgeous dice. They have these like swirls of bronze that make these little like caves.
Swirls of
It's
brawn.
It's like
Pure brawn inside.
No, bronze.
Yeah, more than one bronze.
And they make these really cool little caves that you can like look in and see the swirls. It's super rad. I like them a lot, and I hope you do too. And if you want them for free, you got to be a follower of us here on Twitch, and you got to be not living in Quebec because they have rules against that.
It's illegal there.
But to enter for your chance to win this
police
beautiful set of
will
dice,
take
type
us.
the word "run" in the chat.
Run,
Run.
Run.
How's that spelled?
Are you,
Are you in? Got him. Also, I love using keywords like this because it looks like everybody wants you guys to flee from this combat. Speaking of,
I want to flee.
But then interrupted by an Arcanarama, like, great job.
all right,
Good job.
we enter combat. At the top of the round,
Enter Sam.
Cholula, you are up first.
Okay.
Surprising no one.
I'm surprised.
The enemies aren't surprised, so you're not technically wrong.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Okay, I think
birthday.
So you see this one figure kind of like shuffling up out of the mist, and again their movements are like jittery. It's like a violent twitching as they kind of just lumber across the grass, silent other than these like heavy thudding footsteps. And you see one of the figures looks familiar. It is thin and emaciated, 3 arms on one side and 2 on the other that come to these just pointed tips at the ends. And it has this dreadful look of like intense sadness on its face as it lumbers towards you. The other, played by this wolfen fellow here, is a grotesque figure that is humanoid in shape, but instead of coming out to straight points, and it's just got the 2 arms that come to these hooked curves at the ends. 3 toes on each foot that just kind of like peel up grass as it tumbles through them. And most notably, its feature is its 2 heads.
You got a ladybug on you?
Where?
On
Oh, he's
on your
on
chest?
your chest.
On your right titicle.
That ladybug is touching your titties.
Get out of these pecs, lady!
Those are my tits.
Yeah, this figure has 2 heads with these horrible,
Bad.
angry looks on them. What do you do?
So I think immediate reaction is to like boosh, like pull out the arrow and fire it, and at
Hell
the
yeah.
same time I'm gonna be like, now go on, get out of here, and I want to see specifically if they seem as intelligent as the last ones that we ran into.
Okay, interesting. So first go ahead and make your attack roll, and as you pull out your bowstring, it alights and kind of carves those runes up the arrow, the heat emanating off of which causes like your hair to kind of lift as the bow is pulled.
Boosh. Skadoosh.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Which one are you aiming at, by the way?
Whatever, the one that's closest,
Okay, so
so
that's
that
the one
the other
with the
one
2
can
heads.
see it. Okay.
Excellent. 22 absolutely hits.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20
Yeah.
still hits. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll damage.
Okay. And What are the rules?
Are the rules?
There are people within 5 feet of you, so there wouldn't be sneak attack on this attack.
Okay. I know there's like weird different rules of it, like within things lower.
Yeah. Yeah, for this instance, there's nobody within a threatening range of the creature, and there are creatures within 5 feet of you, so this is one of the few instances where you do not have sneak attack.
Okay.
I remember, yeah, there's like two, there's two
Yeah.
things now.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, if someone is near the enemy, you get sneak attack, and if no one is near you, you get sneak attack.
Yeah. Okay, so flame
Swashbuckling.
tongue is a d6, and then the fire damage is a d10. Ooh.
Party.
Would you like these separately?
Um,
Fire and
no.
It's okay. Redo brain. Okay, stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Alice is back with
also
a
dirty
brand new
20.
invention.
Yeah,
Something.
That's dirty 20s worth.
Hold it
I
tightly.
hope not.
20 points, you said?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah, not bad.
Will it ever stop? You know, I don't know.
And also make. Are you using your panache feature, or are you just calling out?
I mean, I'm not like trying to charm them. I'm just trying to get a sense of whether or not they understand words. Like the ones that we met before
For
were
sure.
talking to each other, and you were like, "That's kind of weird for these."
Yeah. Okay. So I'll say as a free action, make a perception check. on your
Okay.
turn As you call out to try and, or insight would be what this is actually.
Insight. Okay.
Trying to gauge a reaction. Cocked.
Dice. Cock.
Nice cock.
Dice. Call.
Dice cock.
Very good.
Super call.
7.
7. It's hard to see through the light mist at this point in time because they're kind of gray and blending in a bit. You do see the flash of fire as your arrow pierces true.
Nice.
But yeah, can't make out an expression. You do make out, I would say, even on a 5 or whatever.
7.
7.
Whatever.
Or what, I saw what you rolled on the die.
Yeah.
Even on a 7, you would see that those last figures, they were like dudes in cloaks, and when they took their cloaks off, they had these weird appendages. These ones are humanoid in shape, but that's
Not
about
nudes.
it.
Okay. Okay.
Dope. Do you want to move anywhere on your turn?
Come here, you bastard.
The guy that's running away, we would consider him a
He's running
friend,
towards you.
right? So he can run through our space.
If you would like to allow him, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let him get behind us.
Excellent. Wonderful. Ending Cholula's turn brings us to Silas.
Neato. Could I, for a bit of flavor, like kind of rush forward and then use my, I'm going to say Misty Step, but it isn't Misty Step. But
Yeah.
My step that is Misty.
Yeah, your shadow step of mist. Yeah, and
to-
for the purposes of this combat, I am flavoring this light mist as darkness, basically. So,
And I'm going to appear behind this one in the back,
okay.
10 feet,
Ah,
and
yes.
I'm going to halberd.
Fuck
just
yeah.
kind of sink into the ground, like bad dad joke behind the couch.
Yeah.
Just like, or then just appear behind him with
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
We'll do that. 23.
23 hits.
Um, 10 points of damage.
Nice. Not bad.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I will do that again, actually.
Do it again.
Yeah, in lieu of switching weapons.
Kill him.
Yeah, go for it.
26.
26 hits for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. 11.
Nice.
But yeah, kind of using both hands on the halberd, just kind of like, taking stabs and slashes at thing
Hell yeah.
as much as I can from 10 out.
Yeah, just leaving these deep gashes in its like soft gray
Yeah.
skin.
Oh,
Like,
ew.
a bit of fear too, like not exactly like full of confidence and like luster, just kind of like a little scared of what I'm stabbing.
Absolutely. Ending Silas's turn is going to bring us to the strange man, who also. Oh, hey, welcome to the Discord. I hope you're a real person. I can't check right now.
There.
Lancelot91, hello.
Welcome. Okay. Seeing that happen, and the the flaming arrow go over his shoulder from a magic bow, he kind of like stops and collects himself, and he's like, right, son, okay. And he's gonna turn on his heels.
We hardly knew you.
Say,
And
you guys are goner.
Hate to lose another Scotsman in this campaign.
Or maybe we'll have a new best friend.
Maybe.
he's gonna rush up to this figure,
Maybe not.
and he's going to make 3 attacks.
Oh man, you can't.
Yeah. I
First, he reaches down with his bloodied hand that was kind of holding a wound and pulls a dagger from his belt. He's going to attack with that first. Oh, buddy. 9 is going to miss. And then he makes 2 strikes with his rapier with the other hand. Fuck me. Misses with the... Wait. Yeah, misses with the first one. Dirty 20 hits with the second.
Hell yeah.
With the third attack, I should say.
Hmm.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Very flowery.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's mixed with
My
barbecue.
eyes watered.
Not fun.
Huh?
We ate some kumquats and now our burps are attacking us.
Kumquats.
Yeah, they should have
Gross.
another name.
I'm just kidding. They're pretty tasty. Very
What if we
sour.
just call them kumquats?
That's much better.
It's helped a lot.
Thank you.
PR is so good on this now.
I should be in charge of naming all things.
Oh, nice. That's
Call 'em
cute.
orange
Make a
berries.
note of this.
Clams.
Kumquat.
Oh, that's not bad.
Did he hit twice or one time?
He hit once. He made 3 very deft attacks. And on his bonus action, he's going to disengage.
Yeah.
Maybe he learned his lesson when we weren't around.
He went.
He was
I'm going to
bleeding.
call that 20 feet.
Yeah.
So he's still got
Run!
10.
They gave me a hug. And they wouldn't let go.
We'll go 5, 10 to there. As he backs away, that's going to be his turn and brings us to Alma.
Righto. With my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith as a twin spell on. Sorry, I don't know this dude. So on Silas and Cholula,
Okay, what's the range on that?
60 feet.
I'm pretty sure that that's kosher, but let's. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you guys both
And-
get +2 to your armor class?
Yeah,
Nice.
and both of you guys, the same like kind of pauldrons and breastplate that I have, you guys kind of imitate, but in like a more, it's just radiant light.
Hell yeah.
So +2 to your armor class, and with my
Neons and fog around
Yeah.
Silas.
with my action,
This mist being with a glowing pauldron.
So rad.
I'm
I wish
gonna-
I was an artist.
cast. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this
Is-
one closest to Silas. Toll the Dead is a cantrip and an action. Shield of Faith
Is a bonus action?
is a bonus action.
Dope. Yeah, absolutely.
I need
let's
a
make
wisdom
con-
saving throw.
Wisdom save. Not you. From which one? I'm sorry.
The one closer to Silas.
Okay.
How wise are they?
That's a 2.
Great. And this one is missing hit points.
Yes.
So he takes 3d12.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Right? Yeah. That's cocked.
Nice.
Super cold.
Oh, good. I made it worse.
I did that earlier too.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
And probably front, like centered on that guy, you just hear like a church bell, just like a hollow, yeah.
Hell yeah. Foggy armor in the mist with a church bell. Let's go, dude. Full cyberpunk over here.
Yeah, the vibes are immaculate in this combat. Dope. Does that end your turn? You gonna stay put?
Can I use my movement? I want to be behind this rock.
This rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not like. I don't want to move around it. I would just like to be.
Yeah. 25 gets you to here.
Yep.
Excellent. That is Alma's turn, which brings us to the first of the baddies.
Just like.
Having been pierced
are
with a
being
rapier and
By roll for damage.
Oh, hello, welcome. We're in combat. There's a video beneath me that's going to tell you about our lovely giveaway this evening and some other stuff.
It's going to briefly cover up the map.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
okay.
fine, yeah.
Thanks for joining us. I'm going to kill these guys. All right.
Not today. Not again.
Take mental photos.
Okay. Where's your movement? There it is.
Movement. 5.
Yeah, this one is just going to, I don't know why I even measured. This one's going to rush forward.
Because you
Well,
got
you're
it.
holding the little measuring stick. You might as well.
And enraged is going to make its first of 2 attacks.
Is he getting advantage on that?
Yes.
I would like to restore balance.
Cholula duvet.
Nice.
That's our catchphrase.
That doesn't hit.
Yeah. We get to keep this one.
There's another attack, I think.
Oh, yes, probably.
Holy shit.
Bad.
We made a friend and he doesn't die.
Watch him be like.
May I use my reaction?
Okay. It's going to make
We're
its
a
second
horse.
attack also with advantage. A reaction to do what?
I would like to cast Citadel.
Oh, okay. Let's see who's within 30 feet of you. I think everybody is at this
I
point.
hope so.
30 radius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you who are
Yeah.
curious,
Oh, nasty.
Silas is not within 30 feet of
I'm
you.
so sorry.
That's fine.
But everybody else is.
Remember.
For those of you who weren't here last week, Citadel is a homebrewed spell. It's basically a 5th level shield spell that can be cast on any number of creatures within 30 feet of you. That's dope as hell. So that adds 5 to their armor class?
Cholula should also be covered, right?
Yeah.
I was out by like 5.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
That's
I don't
rad.
want to
You
see
still
the
got Shield of
features.
Faith.
Well, I want you to know that
Yeah.
it's stressing me out.
Okay. And
Me
it's gonna-
as Alma, terrified.
This creature with the 2 heads both snarling next to one another and these hooked claws swings out with the first, and you see as it's kind of like this cloud of orangey dust kind of like lifts its claw up as it goes to swipe the first time, and the gentleman figure like ducks out of the way, like just enough to not be hit. It swings again. Wow, a 7 and a 2, and misses again.
I didn't even need a Citadel, huh?
This time it reaches
He's
out.
meant to be with us, this man.
This time it reaches out with a hook to strike again, and he actually grabs it with the rapier and sends it upward and parries the attack. As this like golden citadel of light surrounds him in protection at moments later. That's dope. I think that's all that one can do, and that's going to bring us to the other one,
Oh, no.
which is going to turn around.
I wish you wouldn't.
After getting slashed in the back and step forward, and it's going to make 2 attacks against Silas. Actually, forgive me. It's going to attempt to embrace you, Silas.
Oh, neat.
No.
I wish it would ask.
23 to hit.
Meets.
Okay.
Fuck.
It's fine. It was meant to be. My AC is over on a screen over there.
You take 18 points of 18 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Oof.
Until the grapple ends, you are frightened.
And that condition is. I can't think or whatever.
Frightened.
I've added it here. I've got it.
Oh, dope. Yeah, you have disadvantage on ability
Underneath
checks and
your
attack rolls.
health under conditions, if you just hit it, there's check marks.
Yeah. I'm letting our audience know. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's within your line of sight, which it is embracing you, so you can see it for sure. And you can't willingly move closer to it, but you can't get any closer to it. Okay, that is its action, and it's gonna stay there with you, tightly embracing you. At the end of its turn, that brings us back to the top of the round, Cholula.
Right. Do I know what type of creatures these are? Like a classification?
Make a nature check as a free action. I'm gonna say this is a DC.
That's a
15.
nat 20, baby!
20. Fuck me. Yeah, these are definitely, these are absolutely monstrosities.
Okay.
What kind?
The best kind.
It's the best kind of monstrosity.
Personally, my favorite kind.
So they wouldn't be covered under aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Correct.
Okay. Just checking. Then, in that case,
Soundtrack brought to you by Shakira.
And not Henry Cavill.
okay, then I'm going to. How far away is the guy on Silas from Cholula?
From Cholula. Precisely 40 feet.
Okay, I am going to. I know it's super like misty in the area that we're in, but she's gonna pull the paring knife and kind of somehow catch a glint of light that shoots into this this guy's sort of area, and I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Ooh, okay.
So he has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
What is Cholula's NASCAR viewer race nickname?
Cat girl, right?
Oh, cat
Oh
girl.
yeah,
Cat girl, weird girl, milkman?
14
Milk
fails.
What happened?
So
Silas get hurt is what happened.
no. He takes 6 psychic damage,
Nice.
and he has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw he makes before the end of my next turn.
A D4?
Yeah.
D6.
Subtract
D4.
a d4, yeah.
Okay, that is good to know.
Hang on, let me make sure. No, this is supposed to be 3d6. I had the spell open, and I just used 1d6.
Yeah, just roll 2 more.
4 more points.
4 more points. Nice. Not bad. Upon taking damage, as a reaction,
Oh, fuck.
it's embrace type.
I thought maybe they were different.
Silas, you take 19 points of psychic damage as its embrace
Baby.
tightens around you. Bro,
Cat. Go. Do your thing.
that's Lolly. To those of you who are new to the stream, she has an emote. Let's get
My
some lollies in the
fucking
chat.
dice.
She didn't see enough lollies in the chat, so she's gonna put herself on the can.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to shift.
Hell yeah. You gain temporary hit points and you get real fast.
And then I think I just want to get up to the area sort of between Alma and this section of little guys.
Kind of like yonder.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely, you can do that. Ending Cholula's turn is going to bring us to Silas.
Cool. I'm going to mist back out of this grapple.
Nice.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. How far away would you like to go? 10 feet behind again?
Can I get behind this one over here?
This one? Yeah, you can go up to 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
And I keep having to use my fucking bonus actions to do that instead of raging.
I'm just gonna like assume that you want to be 10 feet out.
Yeah,
From.
yeah. I'm gonna keep the halberd out for a bit.
Dope.
Yeah, and then I'm going to strike, which I get an advantage of on the first melee attack before the end of my turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for
Which
it.
would also be advantage anyway, I guess.
Okay. Well, you're not technically flanking.
Oh, right, yeah. 15 plus, it's like 9, 24.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Uh, 10 points of damage.
Nice. Go ahead and make an insight check on your as a reaction or a free action, not a reaction.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, having now stricken both of them, this one is a lot more dense. Seems to be hardier stuff than the other. Hell yeah. Does that end your turn?
I'm going to attack again, and then I'm going to move closer to my compatriots
Okay.
after this attack. 60 plus 9 is 25.
25 hits.
Hot dang.
Yeah. 10 again. Right? 6 plus 4 is 10. I'm an adult person. Yeah.
Nice. And then just kind of like heading over towards
Yeah.
these guys. Excellent. You do so. Ending Silas's turn brings us to the gentleman yet again. As he's kind of like taking this, it's interesting. Watching him fight with a rapier is very similar to techniques that Cholula uses. As you see, he kind of like parries and sees your attacks and kind of like takes a step back and looks over at all of you and he's like, "Thank you for the assist. You are quite practiced." Oh, and he's gonna go in with the dagger again. Where are you? There you are.
Rapier.
Dagger first.
Oh, okay.
15. Just kind of like slides the dagger across the chest of this one, and it does no damage. Like the skin just kind of drags instead of slicing. Then he's gonna make his rapier attacks. The first one is going to hit for sure, and the second one misses. Okay, 7 points of damage to Big Boy.
Big boy.
Big Boy. And once again, bonus action, disengage. He's also going to come over here with you guys. And that is going to end his turn and bring us to Alma.
How does Silas look after that embrace?
Fine, shorn clothing, I would say.
All right.
Okay,
Also,
numbers.
at the start of Alma's turn, the glowing barriers around Cholula and this gentleman fade and fall into the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna... I'm gonna go ahead and do...
What you going to do?
I would like to cast Ice Knife at this far one.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Ice knife.
I would say if you don't want it to have half cover, you'll have to kind of step out of it.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Easy. So that is first a ranged attack, 28.
28 hits, yeah.
Okay. And
You see, it's like spiked arms have just kind of like fallen in from Silas just turning into mist.
that is 6th level.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Ice knife.
4, 5, 6.
Ice cock.
I said ice. No, ice knife.
Could I
And then
also
was
go
thinking
ahead and
if
get
we
a
just played D&D
dex
game
save
that's like,
while we're here?
you know, Frost Maiden style. And anytime anyone says ice, you have to like get on.
Ice,
You gotta-
yeah.
And
That's an 8 on the
Surely
dexterity
something.
saving throw.
Yeah. There's dice and
36,
ice involved
37,
there.
38, 39, 40, 41.
41 points of damage.
Yes.
What does it look like as you
Plus-
obliterate it with
Oh,
a knife?
sick. Well, the knife probably just like sinks in to his horrible gray flesh.
Yeah.
And then explodes inside.
All 5 of the arms, as it's like just kind of like was gripping at something that vanished, and it's kind of like standing there in this moment of confusion. And as the knife pierces its back, all 5 of its arms curl back like a spider that's just been squished, and then it explodes.
Right.
Explodes.
And that's one down.
We've
Oh,
stopped blowing up the minis recently.
But we do still have that fun animated emote if you want to watch me explode.
Yeah, it's called Camage, I think.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my quicken spell. I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points. I guess I'll firebolt this other one.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Just see what happens. That is a natural one.
Oh, that's very exciting for me.
And everyone loves to hear the comforting words of a DM who's in a battle who says,
I need to roll
That's
something,
exciting.
right?
Yeah. Let me pull this up really quick.
it's like when your DM's like, I just bought a whole bunch of new minis. It's like, I wish you didn't though.
I should
A
really-
d6.
Yeah. Do you have the table in front of you?
I do.
Okay. Let me know what you roll, and I will tell you what happens.
That is a 6.
A 6? Okay. Give me just a moment. I think that one's not too bad.
I can re-roll the ability check, attack roll, or saving throw that I just made.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and re-roll that attack roll.
As Alma has this moment of like the magic of fire coalescing in her hand once again and the mist swirling around it, about to send it out at this creature, you rear back and for a moment you feel that you are going to miss. And suddenly once again you are transported.
Dirty 20.
You are standing in a coliseum. There are full stadium seating surrounding you of cheering, screaming fans. You see this horrid beast that looks like it has skin made of stone, like this strange, like fucked up rhinoceros basically. And it's injured and hurt and kind of leaning forward, and you see just at the top and like back of where its skull would be, this little opening where this purplish ooze is coming out. And you look over to see the firebolt in your hand and see that you are holding a spear. And you rear back and you throw it with all of your might, and just as it collides with that weak point on this strange stone beast, you are transported back to the forest. You're surrounded by mist, and you've just sent a mote of fire at this creature. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hell yeah, dude.
8 points of fire damage.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tuck back behind that rock.
Okay, yeah, all the way behind?
Nothing.
Just get some distance, yeah.
Okay. We'll call that good. You did 8 points, correct?
Yep.
Nice. Make a quick perception check for me as a free action at the end of your turn.
Perception?
Yeah.
17.
Excellent. Yeah, you see as the fire hits it, there's this like pulse behind the eyes of both of the heads on this creature. Each of the 4 eyes kind of pulse with this reddish glow that seems to. I've fully lost
Did
all
it
my
like
words.
that? Is that what you're getting at?
It doesn't seem like it liked that. It seems enraged.
Oh, it disliked that.
Just like.
Excellent. Ending Alma's turn brings us to the angry.
Oh, that's what it's called.
The 2 closest to it are Silas and Cholula, so I'm going to bring out our friend and do everybody's favorite little mini game of who do I attack?
Who's it gonna be?
I'm going to let you guys choose what type of die should I roll. Anything can work.
A D100.
A D100?
Yeah, D100.
Okay.
You get to do 2.
Yeah, excellent. This will be hard to see on the camera. But actually, here, I'll use these black and white ones. They might be easier. So I'm going to say 1 to 50. is going to hit. Is going to go for Cholula. A 51 to 100 is going to go for Silas. Whoops. That is an 87.
So Cholula.
It goes for Silas. Be off light. There we are. All right. It rushes forward at you, Silas. And it is going to.
Is that within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to make its first attack against you with advantage. 23 to hit again.
Yeah.
Citadel.
I would
Promise
like
I'm not lying. I rolled a 15 plus 8.
I'd
I
like to,
cast Citadel.
and I'd like to sentinel.
Oh, you cast Citadel again?
Yeah, and Cholula's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, go for it. As it goes to strike at you, Silas, you see this hook, like almost in slow motion, moving through the air, and there's not this feeling of like you can't handle this, but almost a knowing feeling of like I can't move fast enough to get out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, I'm afraid for sure. Like Silas is kind of uncharacteristically kind of sweating.
Yeah, and in that moment, a golden barrier forms around you, and the hook collides and gets caught in it for a moment and does not hit.
That is a 29.
29 hits for sure.
Okay. And I've got my threatening enemy friends with me.
Yes.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
would like to sneak attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking sneak attack on a sentinel. Also, just so that we're all tidy, I'm gonna put you guys in the order
Yep.
that you would be,
6.
because that's gonna be important.
That's so many dice.
I know. and
It's
then
a
you
lot
have
of
to
dice.
Count them. Ugh.
Ugh, I hate rolling dice and counting numbers.
The worst.
No, it's the best.
We're talking about. I've been
And there's
talking to-
still 9 sets of dice available in the Fable Fire Etsy shop. You can get the link in our About section.
That is 30
They're
points.
really gorgeous, actually.
30 points of damage.
Hot dang.
Hell yeah, it doesn't like that. It makes him quite angry.
Oh.
So much so that after that attack, it takes the slash, you see that flash of red in the eyes, and it turns to you, Cholula. It can't move because of your sentinel attack, but you are within 5 feet. So it's gonna go ahead and make an attack against you with advantage.
Okay.
Don't forget your
I
plus
would
5
like to
from Citadel.
restore. Oh no, that's a reaction. Never mind. Sorry. Do
No
what?
worries.
Don't forget your plus 2 and your plus 5 from Citadel. You have
Oh,
plus
right.
7 right now to your
Citadel
armor
is
class.
back.
Oh, this isn't gonna hit then, is it?
My
A
AC is-
dirty 20.
It's 25 right now.
Beefy boys.
I'm just a little beef boy.
Yep, it's 2 attacks. That's all it can do. That's going to end its turn and bring us back to the top of the round to Cholula. As it swipes out at you with a hook, and you just duck out of the way like it's nothing.
And this is a new turn.
It's a new turn.
Oh my goodness. In that case, I would like to whip around and flank with Silas.
Yeah, easy enough.
Okay. Uh, 26 to hit.
26 hits for sure.
Boop. Boop. I would like to sneak attack with this one.
Snag.
Snicky snack.
Snack attack.
Snack attack.
$31
Okay.
points of damage.
Not bad at all.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to have the dancing sword just like up out of its sheath and down into the sky,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
if I can. Aw, that's 13.
13 does
Oh
not.
wait, Does flanking still count for this attack?
Not for the sword. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, it's there.
Hell yeah. Ending Cholula's turn brings us to Silas.
Yeah, I think that fear is like kind of just wide-eyed and a little sweaty. And then when the citadel like blocks that attack, I kind of like steel myself, and I'm going to rage.
Roger.
Yeah.
To rage. I'm gonna rage.
I'm gonna Ferrer Roger.
And the mist around you coalesces and swirls into your space.
And yeah, it just kind of looks like a big ghostly Silas. Like it kind of changes, but this one looks just kind of like denying his fear of this thing.
Hell yeah.
Just looks like big clothed ghost Silas. And I'm gonna smack.
Oh, give him a smack.
Yeah, give him a smack.
Give him a good
Which
smack.
face?
Smack him.
He just whap.
Both face?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the war pick. Yeah,
Okay.
the war pick on this one, which is magical.
Pick him. Pick him, milkman.
Pick him.
We're flanking. You can
Oh, right.
roll with
Yeah, yeah, advantage. I'm brutal.
Even better. 15.
15 does not hit.
Neat. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah,
because-
go for it.
Hell yeah. Martial class is neat. Okay, 26.
26 hits for sure.
Yeah! Woo! And don't forget to add your rage bonus.
Hello, baby cat.
She's so small.
What are you? You're
11.
suspicious.
Nice.
And that was the bonus, and
Yeah, bonus
Yeah.
action rage, multi-attack. Dope, stand put.
yeah, I mean, leaving would be opportunity and also take away flanking from the most deadly person on the field. So
Very true, very true. All right, ending Silas's turn is going to bring us to the gentleman.
Gentleman.
He's going to rush forward. Let me have a bit of a swing at him. Once again with the dagger.
Is he flanking with,
No.
with the sword?
Uh,
I don't know why I always forget the sword rules.
sword fucking rules, bro.
The sword fucking rules, but I don't remember the rules.
Just again glances across the skin that the dagger just seems to be unable to cut. Then with the rapier, that hits.
Yeah!
I'm gonna roll both of them just to see. Yeah, dirty 20. Second one hits too.
Get up.
2 rapier strikes. 11 plus 19 points of piercing damage. However, even though he's like digging his rapier in, you get the sense that he is not dealing as much damage as he could be if he had a magic weapon like you guys do. And he's going to use his bonus action to disengage, and he was like, I tried. And he's going to get out of there.
like footwork, like backpedal.
Yeah, bonus action skedaddle. That's going to end his turn and bring us to Alma.
Okay. Citadel drops. Just as a heads up. I'm going to give a 3rd level healing word to Silas with my bonus action. That is 3d4 plus 3.
Nice.
Nice.
What is the word?
Bird.
Let's all try not to die on this one. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of healing.
Oh shit.
And then with my action, I'm going to give this guy a Toll the Dead. So I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right, let's use this one. Also, welcome to the Discord, Smoothie.
Smoothie. Well, hey.
I love how we just choose how we're going to say people's names.
Yeah, and we remember them all too. It's weird.
Wisdom save, you said?
Yes, please.
18.
Babe.
Well, yeah,
Small cat.
I guess.
Okay.
What on earth?
Hey.
He rolled well.
Trying
Yeah.
to steal my
Nothing
rowstone bag.
happens.
Okay,
You
the
mean
bell
this
rings.
Rowstone bag?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The bell rings out yet again, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on the creature that is just in this, like, almost mirroring Silas, this rage-fueled swinging of hooks at whoever hurts it the most, basically. Dope. Ending Alma's turn. Staying put.
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. That's going to bring us back to the angry.
It doesn't yet know where I am.
The last person who heard it a lot came from behind, so it's actually going to whip around.
Whip.
And it's going to make its multi-attacks at you, Cholula, with advantage.
Okalula.
Cholula.
With advantage.
Do not eat a zip tie.
Yep.
Do not eat a zip. Don't bite me.
24 to hit.
I would like to cast shield.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And second attack with advantage. I think that's less. Yeah, 22.
Okay, does not.
God damn! That's all he can do. Fuck. That ends its turn and brings us to Cholula.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give him a little double stab.
It brought it back to
Stab,
the wrong
stab.
person. Potentially the worst person to have a turn at killing you.
That is dirty 30 to hit.
That's hilarious.
That'll do it.
Should I also roll for dancing sword, or should I just do it in order?
No, give them all at once. Why not? It'll be fun big damage. Also, you do get sneak attack on this again.
Use dancing sword does not hit.
I'd like to
I think.
restore back.
Right?
We all have that now.
Yeah, that was 14.
Yeah, 14 misses.
Taylor would like to restore
Okay.
balance.
So
Similar situation where it's like it's thrashing around in such a way that sometimes you go to like pierce it and you just your rapier gets caught and the skin folds and like doesn't actually pierce, it just like moves around.
Or something's moving so much, you're like, when do
Yeah. Be stabbed.
Yeah.
I don't want to break the tip off of my magical rapier.
30.
Nice.
Holy.
That was a 30-30.
Damn, consistently
30,
with
30,
over 30
30,
damage on those
30.
sneak attacks.
Wowee.
This one's just emitting damage.
It is beginning to look a little injured.
Beginning
a
to
little
look
rough.
a lot like Christmas.
Okay.
It is. There's a,
If what
a
you
tinge.
asked for
There's a
for
tinge
Christmas
of.
was this guy to die.
There's a tinge of greenish gray to the skin, and it's definitely bleeding. So yeah. The red glowing eyes are what really bring the whole thing together.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn, Cholula? You staying put?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to Silas.
Did we determine that if I call on the mist blade, that I have to use it on the next turn?
No, you can attack with
Okay.
it the time that you.
I couldn't remember if that was like that turn and then it gets kind of buffed for the next. So yeah, I think giant giant fog Silas kind of just calls upon like an extra appendage. His hand turns into just like
Fuck
a big
yeah.
spike.
Just like extends a couple of feet.
Yeah,
What?
like a foggy Terminator. And I kill with it.
Do
I would love to see you
kill.
try.
I would too. I mean, we'd all love to see that, wouldn't we?
You're still raging, right?
Okay.
Sorry, everyone. I just smashed my mic.
Smash.
Smash.
Neat. 25,
25 hits for sure.
right? Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
3d8 psychic damage.
Yeah, I've learned to ignore the weapon side of it. Nice. 23.
Planning.
Getting ready for a disintegrate over there?
Maybe. I'm gonna need to borrow some dice, I think.
23 points of psychic, right?
Yeah. Ooh, not bad at all. It hurts.
It
Uh,
hurts.
And I do it again.
No like. Do it
I
again.
imagine I'm like stabbing and then just like moving it to the side
Yeah.
and rejoining with it.
Yeah, just like passing through, doing seemingly no damage, but then both of the heads start gushing this like viscous, like black ooze from the nose.
23.
Yep.
Yeah. And the same damage dice if we could. Almost the same exact roll.
Wow.
Wow.
One more, right?
Yeah.
Because it was 2 5s.
Yeah, it was 2 5s and a...
Excuse.
Beep.
Why are you like this today?
You just shake the water bottle and she'll run away.
23, right? Because I said 22 before.
Yes. I think. Nice. That's bonus action, full action. Do you want to move or stay put?
Just stay in there. Like rage mode, there's no thought. It's not strategery
Okay.
anymore.
All right. Ending Silas's turn brings us to the gentleman yet again.
The gentleman.
The gentleman. He's going to rush forward and he's going to use his dagger first.
Good.
He's a creature of habit. It's still not working. He should probably just stop trying.
It's going bad.
6.
Oh, 9.
First rapier strike also misses, gets caught in some skin folds. Second one, same situation.
Skin folds.
And once again, bonus action. Today's just not my day. And that's his turn. That's going to bring us to Alma.
Yeah. I'm gonna scoot around this way. Basically, I just need a line of sight on this thing to ensure that my comrades are not in the way.
For sure. Like yonder.
That feels good.
Cool. Also worth noting, I rolled a natural 20 on initiative for this creature, and it's at the bottom of the initiative order.
Wow.
Welcome.
I'm gonna
You've got
cast
mail.
an 8th level disintegrate. Could I please have a dexterity saving throw? Do badly.
Yes, you might.
How many dice do you need?
2.
I'm gonna,
I was thinking one, you could each hand over one.
I'm going to roll this
One of
good
your
kid.
kids.
in our friend again.
Yay!
Alma, what is your spell save DC?
18.
This creature gets a +0 to dexterity.
Neat.
So he has to roll an 18.
He has to roll an 18 or
Is
higher.
that a dice?
Sure is.
Let me know how my kid does.
Will do.
Here we are.
I don't think I can even hold these.
I shit you not, that is a 19.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What am I gonna do with all that dice?
And that's why we have it, folks.
There's one.
Holy.
I don't know, it
There's
looks like
2.
there's a glare on there, buddy. Looks like a...
Looks like a
Oh, yeah, you
one.
want to see it
Looks like a
closer? You want me to hold it
61.
closer for you? There it is. There's that 19. Eat my ass.
Not for that.
You're going to have to do something a little more impressive. On a nat 20, baby.
What does she disintegrate
Yeah, what is
instead?
the. Well, nothing happens if they succeed.
Yeah, the creature just kind of like sidesteps, and you see as a portion of ground becomes just a channel before the spell dissipates.
Already ruining the ecosystem here.
Yeah.
That's your action.
I slink back behind my rock, where I am safe.
Oh no, you knocked down a tree on your way. Get out of here, Alma. This is where the treelets go in the ground. Okay.
Okay.
Ending Alma's turn.
There's nothing quite as sad as an 8th level failure.
Yeah, the
I know,
double-edged
Kitty.
sword
It
of
hurts.
disintegrate. That is going to bring us to the angry yet again. And this one's a tough call. I'm going to roll for it again. I'm just going to roll this in my tray. I'm going to roll a d4, 1 or 2, it's going to go for Cholula. 3 or 4, it's going to go for Silas. That's a 2.
Okay.
It does not change its focus. First attack. Wow, absolute garbage rolls tonight. 16 to hit.
Does not.
Second attack, that's better. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Shit. The first time this creature has hit fucking anybody in entire combat.
Yeah, but that's not what we
Oh,
want.
my bad. Don't worry. Chat was trying to help you. I would not allow it.
Help me.
Yeah. Because Citadel is in concentration, but people weren't sure.
Oh yeah, no, it's not concentrate. It works exactly like Shield, except it's 5th level, and you can target others.
We do have a good topic for Chaos Hours, though, and that is whether or not a twin spell can work on a concentration
That's cocked.
spell.
Yeah.
We shall discuss.
That's going to be a 28 points of damage
Okay.
to Cholula. Part of it is from the hook that reaches into you and hooks through like your guts. And the other part comes from this piercing, splitting headache as you get like tunnel vision as you feel rage envelop you, and then like something ruptures in your brain.
Cool.
That's not good long term.
That was
Like short term, ouch. Long term, what ruptured?
That was its second attack and ends its turn. That's going to bring us back to the top of the round. Cholula,
That's me.
you're not
Okay.
grappled or anything,
Cool.
if you were wondering.
I would like to spend 2 sorcery points to use Quicken Spell,
Okay.
and I am going to, in his 5-foot space, cast Cloud of Daggers.
Hell yeah.
So that's 44.
44.
Oh, God.
Dagger.
Oh,
he
crap.
gonna
That's
stand on it?
44, isn't it? Oh,
Oh,
wow.
it sure is.
Oh no.
Sure is.
That's
Sure
okay,
is.
I
4
have the
whole
solution.
D4, isn't it? Wow. Cloud of daggers.
Get him,
Oh,
Kangaroo.
crap.
Wow. Cloud of daggers. That's crazy.
Wow.
It's a whole
Cloud of
a
them.
whole cloud.
Wow.
Where did that come from even?
Who-
You keep all
who's-
those daggers in your apron?
Who brought a cloud here, huh?
I brought this cloud.
That's going to be my campaign 2 character's voice.
So that's 10
I will set it.
10 points of damage?
daggers.
Okay,
And then I'm going to give him a stab.
go for
Give
it.
him a stab.
Boop.
I'm Italian.
Okay.
Just a little clown. I won't be stopped.
Super cocked.
Is that cocked?
That's pretty. That looks
That's
cocked from
cocked.
here.
That's
Can you rest
Okay.
the D4 on it?
I don't think so, man.
rest a whole D4 on it, eh? Nah, it looks like it slides right off.
Slides right off.
Lots of accent work this episode.
Well, that's better. That's flat on the marsh there.
Where are you at? 23.
23 hits.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us. This is Silas. He's a sweet boy made mostly out of smoke and milk.
A rogue with Quicken Spell.
Yeah.
That is quite a problem to have.
It is.
Oh no!
Oh
There's so many dice. You ejected one. I think it's another.
Just one,
Just
right?
roll a d6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just one.
no! Yeah, I cannot access it this time.
I'd like to know what it is.
Well, it's a good replacement.
Table rolls only.
Okay.
rolls
So,
over.
I just want to know.
No, we could. I don't want to talk about it. We can make a webcam system where we always roll in this, and it can, depending on how legible it is, it can read all of it and math them.
That is
That's a completely possible thing.
36 points of damage
Oh wow.
Wow.
from my +1 rapier.
Cholula, how do you
Do you even
destroy?
need the +1?
Do I? It makes it magical.
Now that the tension's gone, it's dead. How do you kill it?
Sorry.
It's okay.
With a cloud of daggers.
It is ripped to shreds within the cloud of daggers as its legs are being shredded and it's like clumping to the ground within the daggers, being swarmed. A well-placed strike from the rapier just directly, actually probably like through the eyes of one head and into the eye of the other as you end it.
And then I will
Rooter to
retract
rooter.
the cloud.
Rooter. A rooter router. That's what Cholula is these days. On that note, we'll drop combat as kind of scanning the surroundings. There doesn't seem to be any more lurking danger within the mists around you. And yeah, you find yourselves standing in this beautiful, misty highlands glade with a strange man in a vest. Oh, that was very impressive. You are
quite an impressive group of people.
Oh, you're not
I-
so
I'm-
bad yourself, but what are you doing getting chased by them? Where did they come from? Where did you come from?
Well, I was out on a hike. I like to go on walks from.
Sorry, your name. What's your name? I should have started with that.
Oh, forgive me. I should have started with that. I'm Lord Felix Witherby.
Hello.
Witherby. Do we know
Yeah?
Witherby?
Perhaps you know my sister. She's the mayor of Verfolgenshire,
Oh,
Lady Anna Witherby.
oh, we haven't met her yet.
Oh, probably for the best.
I must be thinking of someone else. Ooh,
She's
tea.
She's quite uptight at times.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you tell me the name again? I got caught up.
Witherby.
Sorry, did I say Felix? I meant to say Fritz.
Fritz.
Yeah.
Fritz Witherby.
What was
Fritz Witherby.
the name of our little friend that we kept running into at the school that gave us the rings?
Oh,
Oh, that was. I think his first name was Chester.
Chester.
That was Weatherby.
Weatherby. Okay.
Weatherby.
So close. Okay.
I'm Silas, and as I'm saying this, like my visage is just kind of pouring back into mist.
yeah, I'm gonna approach and give Cholula Cure Wounds at
Ooh,
3rd level.
nice.
Nice.
There's 1, 2, 3. And this dude was bleeding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him one as well.
Nice.
That is 9, 10, 11, 15, 20 points of healing to Cholula.
Nice.
And 4, 5, 6, 11 points to this guy.
Nice.
No, we just met. It's fine.
Yeah.
I cast it at 3rd level, but
Thank you very much. That's feeling a lot better. A lot more mobile now. What brings your troop out into these parts?
A bit of scouting.
I see.
We just arrived and we're going to be traveling tomorrow, so we were taking a look, around the area, but we're staying in town.
Yeah, searching for a Borka, if you've ever heard of it.
I have not. Is it in Verfolgen?
It
Supposedly.
used to be, is it in Verfolgen? Like prefecture?
Mhm.
There, that's away from, okay. Yes.
I know the area pretty well. I've traveled these parts for many years now. I've never heard of a Borka.
Yeah, we've the scholarly type. We've found some books and texts, as well as some first-hand accounts of
Scholars
those,
as well, are you?
to some extent.
Really, it's a full package.
We've got an old map that has Borka on it, but on new maps it's gone. So we sort of wanted to just see the area where it used to be,
I see.
see if we can find any evidence.
And I'm from there, so it's kind of prudent
Oh,
as to why no one else knows where it is.
strange. Perhaps some sort of magic's at play. Fascinating. You're a fascinating group of people. Have you had dinner?
We had lunch.
Yeah, we had lunch and some
We haven't had dinner.
quite a bit. I've got some of these, and I'll pull out one of those dream bar things.
Well, that does look delicious.
Yeah.
From Turi's?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Do not get on his bad side.
How would
just
that
look-
happen?
I don't know if
Who
you...
sours the relationship with a chocolatier?
I don't know, but there's rumors around the city. Some poison in the chocolate from time to time.
Oh.
Working
Okay.
alongside Petrie from Abracad. I always forget the name of that one. It does not roll off of my tongue.
Apothecary?
Yeah. that one.
Agropothecary.
Yeah. Massachusetts,
What?
what?
a mass of chew setting,
I would love nothing more than to treat you to dinner in my manor. If not to thank you for saving my lives, but to give some travelers a place to rest their heads comfortably.
Can I get a Silas threat check?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Neat.
Let me turn off this battle music.
No, Silas needs it.
He's stabbing you right now.
I mean, what do y'all think? We've already paid for rooms, but it was like 2 gold, so.
It's a 7.
7.
Plus,
Guys, oh,
it's 15.
15? 15's not bad, especially for a 7.
Plus 8.
He
Could have met his wife before he did.
he doesn't seem like he wants to like bring you back to his house and murder you or anything. There is a twinge of something there though, of like
An angle.
you get the sense it might be like an angle. He might have something that a group of capable intellectuals like yourself could handle.
Intellectuals.
Or it could be like a twinge of shame. It's hard to tell. But yes, I would love to put you up if you're comfortable with that, of course.
I think, have we
Sure.
done enough of our scouting, or are we going to go any further?
I mean, I think.
Oh,
we've
you
got
shouldn't go any further as the sun begins to set.
Isn't that something you should
Is that when the man wolves come out?
Well, yes, I was headed back to the city. I dallied for a bit too long, and there are lots of strange creatures around these parts. So this is the worst that I've seen of late. But lucky for me, heroes arrived.
We're called the Mistwalkers.
Apt.
We should probably drop most of the facade, I guess, seeing that we're going to be having dinner.
Excellent. Well,
We can
Let
discuss
me,
it more on the walk.
of course, please follow me. Let's get out of here quickly. And as he begins leading
We just start running.
as he jogs you back to town. No, the sun is just beginning to set, so as he kind of like casually leads you back towards Verfolgenshire.
You know when you like talk to an NPC in a game and they're just like, let's move, and then they just fucking beeline, and you're like, okay, I guess
Dude.
we're running.
I don't know how many decades it's going to take for NPCs to walk at the same speed as the player.
Never. It'll never
I've
happen.
never seen it. The weird medium jog.
Since you are pulling back the facade, as it were, I guess, based on what you said alone,
Yeah.
I don't, no judgment here. I should let you know as well that it's a little on the hush-hush, but I am a bit disgraced at the moment.
What'd you do?
Well, personally, I protected someone close to me. But in order to do so, I had to sell some things that might have been precious to them. And as such, I was kicked out of the house. But I have a new house. I've just procured it. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but
Is it the big dilapidated manor?
dilapidated is such a word, you know, that gets thrown around.
Shit.
They lived in a dilapidated manor too.
Really? You'll be
No,
right
she-
at home.
She lived in the manor. I was
And
only
they are
acquainted.
somewhat disgraced as well, if you don't mind me saying.
Banished, even,
Banished.
some would
Banished.
say.
Lost
Yeah,
their
we've got
titles.
A lot.
From a whole city.
Yeah.
You were nobles.
Not me. I'm just regular.
Right.
I'm regular banished.
That's fine as well. Honestly, I've never put much stock into,
Coach.
you know,
Coach
nobles. Personally, I've never put much stock into your bloodline designing, you know, how better or how much more proper you are than others.
Right. Being
I've
born into
always-
power seems a little weird.
Yes, I've always been a bit of the black hog in the family. That, you know,
That's a saying.
it is, yes.
I was a stable boy,
Really?
I think. It's been told to me. I remember, sort of. It's a long walk, isn't it?
Yeah, at this point,
Should I
you're-
intimidate?
at this
No,
point,
not currently.
you're passing by Selkirk Sanatorium, back into like the city proper, and making your way
What's
closer.
with this place?
Oh, it's a sanatorium. It is as far as I know, it is a housing area where they treat people who have sickness of the mind.
Against their will?
Not to my knowledge. It is my understanding that some people come in willingly, seeking treatment. Others, you know, are placed here for the safety of the community at large, but are
Like by the
taken
court
care of.
system or something?
Yes.
Do they usually not let family like visit the patients there?
Not to my knowledge. They should be allowed visitations, but if a particular patient is particularly dangerous and they view that they might be a danger to their family member coming to visit them, that could be a situation. Do you know someone in the sanatorium?
Oh, I sort of overheard a conversation earlier today. Someone tried to visit someone that they loved there probably 3 times, and then they were threatened with becoming a patient themselves. They seemed real distraught about it. I just didn't know if this was a commonly known sort of messed up place or if this is just overhearing something.
I personally do not know. I am really only in the city maybe for a couple of days at a time. I like to travel, I like to explore and find new places and study things. I have a whole journal that I'm filling with. And he like pulls this thing out and is like flipping through and showing you these drawings. They're actually very, very good.
Oh, nice.
Of like, there's like a couple of like these mushroom circles and a few of like strange beasts that don't seem like threatening. There's several drawings of these like very large, wide cows that you can see are also used for pulling carts and things in this area. And just kind of like flips through a few pages.
So when you travel out there, what do you do like if it gets dangerous at night? Like, do you just find a shelter and sort of hope that nothing gets you, or do you travel all the way to another city that fast, or?
Typically when night falls, I stay close to the road, and typically you won't have too many encounters. Today was a kind of a strange occurrence. It's not often that I run into things that are that dangerous along the main roadways. They typically tend to reside within the forests and things of that nature, you know.
We've heard some rumors of, like cursed horses with dog mouths trying to bite people, and
Really?
yeah,
That sounds fascinating.
I know.
A horse with a taste for flesh. Mm-hmm. And you see he like takes a couple of notes. As you continue on your way, you once again arrive, this time being led towards the overgrown hill, the end of a less traveled road amidst patches of trees and vines. You see the ivy-shrouded stone and pointed gables that were once magnificent atop this decrepit structure. And as you're led forward to the door, which you can see like there's double doors, and one of them is very crooked on its hinges, probably doesn't work, or doesn't open, I should say. And as you approach, Fritz turns and holds his arms out proudly and says, "Welcome to the house on Cloaker Hill."
Oh.
Cloaker.
Cloaker.
Yes. It's a type of creature. They reside in caves and stick to the shadows and cling there. And
So there's a hill named after him.
yes, this one, apparently. I'm told it's not haunted, but I'm looking to get to the bottom of that.
We've been in haunted places before. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not
Excellent.
to think.
Well, perhaps having someone of your expertise could be beneficial to all of us. Please follow me. And as he walks forward and like uses a key, you see there's like busted out windows, and there's like actually one window that's like busted out, and a bit of like drapery that's very like threadbare is actually like hanging on the outside of the house a little bit. But he steps forward and like unlocks the door that's on its hinges still with a key, and has to like still wrestle with it and like pushes it open.
Get glass into a pile.
Yeah, and as it just like comes to a rest, he steps inside to the dark interior, where you see what was once a lavish double staircase that curves up to a second story that is looking a little risky in the middle where they meet. But in this once lavish, now dilapidated space, you enter the house on Cloaker Hill. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode for now.
With a new friend.
With
A
a
new
new
friend.
undead, well, not undead, but not dead friend.
A living
We don't know.
friend.
He lives.
Wonderful. Before we go, however, we have a couple of things to do. One of which is this giveaway that I'm going to give away.
Party.
Party.
What else would we do with a giveaway?
I don't know.
A keep away.
You can look, but you can't have. Okay. the winner
Oh.
of the Fable Fire Bronze Caverns Dice is Sheer Terror. Congratulations, Sheer Terror, on your win.
Whee!
We've also got another little point of order to get to, which I've remembered this time because I left myself a note again, is our wonderful patrons.
Hey!
Huge, huge, huge shout outs to our dungeon delvers, Eric Firm, Freya, Odin's daughter,
I want to say them all back.
and Scott S. Big shout outs to adventurers as well, Butterfly 425, definitely not Sam, Evelyn of Alda, Nita Yilva, Phoenixborn Creations, Robin S., and Tina Holt.
I know.
Thank you guys.
Yay!
That's so rad. If you're curious about what we offer over on our Patreon, spoilers, it's a lot of cool shit. You can go over to patreon.com/Arcanarama and check out our tiers and see if any of that interests you.
Look at our
Welcome,
tiers.
welcome, welcome to our new friends. I'm going to shout these people out too because I can. Oh, where are we? Wow, so many things happened.
Yeah.
Different things.
Shout out to Lance Batty01 for the subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. We're glad to have you. Shout out to WeFirm, who gave out 2 community gift subs.
Wee!
Hell
Firm!
yeah. I don't know who those went to, but congrats. And thank you, WeFirm. Shout out to Submerged in Stories, resubscribed, has been subscribed for 5 months. Thank you so much, Submerged.
Oh, yay!
We had a hype train, which is cool.
We did.
We got fucking friggin' Botham over here giving out 2 subs as well.
Definitely not
Yeah, man.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Definitely not Taylor.
There's like 4 Higginbothams in the chat right now.
Hype train at level 2. I don't know what any of this means. I'm just reading it all now. Big shout out to Roll for Damage for the raid. Thank you guys so much. I don't know if you're still around, but thanks for coming and hanging out.
Yeah,
and
shout out to
bringing
the
your
chat.
friends.
I mean, you guys are like helping each other out and like catching
Yeah.
It's super rad every time. Like,
Yeah, real quick, wanted to give a shout out to Safari Fred, who was asked, the chat was asked if anybody could give like a 1-sentence synopsis, and Safari Fred did the best that any human being could.
What is it?
Yeah, dude.
They did the high
Yeah.
safari.
I like after the stream, I'll go over to the stream computer and just like scroll through the chat because my phone's supposed to be away. But I like seeing you guys being nice to one another.
Yeah,
it's rad.
super rad. This community is wild. Shout outs to Singin' Smoothly for the follow, as well as Zotro.
That was good.
I assume that's how that's pronounced and said every time.
What is?
Zotrone. XOTRONE for the follow. Thank you so much. We hit our follower goal.
Hey! What
shit.
happened?
That
Which goal
means-
was that?
Is it sexy
was-
monster time?
It was 290. We're 10 away from Sexy Monsters again.
Oh no, it's sexy monster.
When we hit 300, because we said we would do it again, when we hit 300 followers here on Twitch, we're all artists. We're gonna do another stream of Sexy Monsters. I don't know if did we get the VOD for that charity stream?
Yeah, that's in there.
It's
That's on
somewhere.
that computer. It
Oh.
has to be.
Yeah, we should probably put that up on YouTube
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, shout out to Roll for Damage for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow and the raid.
Yeah.
And then, okay, yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to
Different
talk
thing.
about that.
I'm just like looking at our activity feed, and this is a thing that doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who joined us. Monster shout outs to our patrons who allow us to continue to do these excellent giveaways for you.
Sexy monster shout out.
Sexy monster
Sexy
shout outs.
monster shout out. 9 followers.
Thank you everyone so much
You
for
put
watching.
whatever that is away. Whatever it is, put it in a box, lock it up.
Never talk about it again.
We'll be back next Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, just like we always are. We'll be here with another stream to see how the night goes in the house on Cloaker Hill. But
You
until
gotta
then,
pronounce that R because it sounds like you're saying cloaca wrong.
the house on Cloaker Hill.
does everything.
See you next time, but until then, stay safe out there, adventurers.
Well,
Am I visible?
I don't think so.
Yes.